my favorite. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. I think, give me that bucket. I think the licking chicken. From Kentucky to the bayou, the flavor's so right. That secret recipe keeps me up all night. Gotta have that touch, that wonderful spice. KFC, baby, it's a chicken paradise. Fried and crispy, can't resist me. KFC, a southern mystery project chicken. Finger licking, come and get it. That clock is ticking. Fried and crispy, don't you miss me. KFC, you're making history. Let's get lost. Oh, keep the coast low. KFC is the gravy gobble. Give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket.
And we are live. There it is. Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Afrocast. I don't know why I sang that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I sang that. I didn't need to sing that. Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a gaming stream. Kind of felt like chilling tonight. Just hanging out with you guys, talking, shooting the shit, you know? Got some positive news, happening here. It's been a week. It's been a little bit of a week. For those that don't know, I mentioned it already on stream. You know, my youngest had to have some surgery done. Nothing major, little minor surgery, an outpatient surgery even. But it's surgery nonetheless. You don't like to see your kids have to deal with that, but the youngest is through it, recovering well. But that was like my whole day Wednesday. I was exhausted. And then going into Thursday, it's just been a week. So now we're here, hanging out, chilling. Missed you guys, you know? And I was thinking about playing more Evil Within. And I was like, but you know what, also? I could just not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just not be scared out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're just here chilling, hanging out. I'm going to say hi to people in the chat. We'll see how the stream does. I know I've been having a lot of trouble with streams lately. I have no idea what's going on. My internet's completely fine. My internet connection's completely fine. And maybe my laptop is just on its way out, which is part of the good news. The good news is sometime, let me see here how this calendar works. By next week, if everything goes well, by next Friday, I'll have a brand spanking new computer sitting right here next to me, glowing, shiny, and beautiful. Make things a little bit better. I just bought a new monitor for myself for Christmas that I already have unveiled. I didn't realize how shitty my other monitor was. Talking tech right now. But the difference is like, like in a food analogy, is eating like 2-day-old stale bread versus eating like artisanal bakery, like fresh baked bakery bread, like with my monitor differences. I was like, oh, the reason the colors are all washed out in these games is because my monitor sucks and is old. So I just feel like I'm in another world now, you know? Just feel better about my outlook on life, not on life, just my outlook on gaming. Anyways, I'm going to say hi to people in the chat. We're going to be ranting a lot today. That's also why I didn't game, because I know I'm distractible and I'm just going to get off on rants the whole time. But first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news. We have a brand spanking new first in chat, and not a little fast, a lot of fast. You know him, you love him. Beardo hates him. It's Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank is first in chat. We're gonna give him a little something here. Frank the Tank, your soul is glowing.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through.
Just let your soul glow, baby.
Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through.
Just let your soul glow. Shout out to Frank the Tank. Appreciate you, bro. Happy to see you first in chat. I said Beardo hates him, but it's actually the opposite. But maybe it's both. It's probably both. It's probably a mutually assured hatred, which I respect. I respect. What's up, Scrap Iron? Good to see you. Says, let's fucking go. Hey, shout out Scrap Iron. Donna Hall, appreciate you. For my hardest working people in chat, just here, ready to bang it out. Hang it out. Hang out? Not hang anything. Glad you guys are here. Donna says, damn it, almost first. I guess my soul only sort of glows. Donna, your soul's always glowing. Come on. Let's be real here. All right. Appreciate you. Frank says, does love truly make a house a home? It can. It helps when you're not trying to cut off somebody's penis and make him your wife. It helps a lot when that's not the motivation behind trying to make love, you know, we're trying to make a house a home, you know? Just stop trying to cut people's penises off, you know? Naruto the 7th, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Mod Extraordinaire, thank you for dropping the links in chat, and thank you just for being a real G. Appreciate you. What's up, Darth Bane? Says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Appreciate you, bro. What's up, Donald McNamara? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Giggity, shout out. Giggity. Scrap Iron says, hip swaying, cooking, dinner ass music. Hell yeah. I respect it. I had taco mac and cheese. Lady Epic took some mac and cheese, some taco meat, mixed them all up, some chili pepper, or some red chili pepper flakes in there, you know, did it up. Delicious. Magnifico. Italian and Mexican in the same dish. Who would have thunk it, huh? Who would have thunk it, huh? It's pretty good. Hi, Ladybug. Good to see you in chat. Appreciate you. What's up, holy fuck? Good to see you as well, my friend. Ladybug was cooking Ben yesterday in the Epicverse stream. That was pretty good. We also had Ben, we made Ben have an existential crisis, which is really funny, and I'm all about it. So, how you doing, Michael Coulter? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Hi, Sissy says, just making me some hot chocolate. Ooh, that sounds pretty good right now. Hot chocolate sounds pretty damn good. What's up, Angie Blanken? Appreciate you. Hello, Meek and Meekettes. It's the Meek and Meekettes. Hi, Gamer Girl. Good to see you. Appreciate you. X and Wonderland says, we got done with jury duty today. Meek is streaming. Damn good day. Did you declare them guilty? I know you're probably not allowed to talk about it, so please don't get yourself in any legal trouble. Just made me think about 12 Angry Men, which, you know, I've been bragging about that movie nonstop after seeing it because it is now one of my favorite movies of all time. And I do legitimately think that 12 Angry Men may be the one of the, I don't want to say it's the greatest movie of all time because I don't think it is, but I would say that it is in the top 10 greatest movies of all time. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. There's few movies that I would say are like life-changing movies and life-changing events for me as a fan of film. 12 Angry Men is one of them. Braveheart is the other one. Braveheart changed my life as a kid. It was the first movie I ever cried at. I was absolutely floored by it. I never knew, like, I didn't know that movies could make you feel like that the first time I watched Braveheart. Absolutely changed my life, you know? So yeah, 12 Angry Men is up there, and then yeah, Braveheart is up there. I'm kind of curious. You know, this is going to be one of those interactive streams. We're going to talk about things. I'm really curious. I want to go through chat. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. What is a movie? It's not about your favorite movie. And I don't even want it to be about what you think is like the best movie. I want to know what movie had the most profound effect on your life, for good or for bad. Mostly, hopefully for good, because I know a lot of people could say The Last Jedi. I don't want you to say The Last Jedi, though. Even if it is the movie that you thought of when I said that, let's try to go for more positive, profound effect, or like change your outlook on life. That's what I want. Like, just something that like affected you so deeply that you're like, I witnessed this piece of art and I am changed because of it. Specifically movies and television. I'm just really curious to see what you guys have to say. What's up, Fruit of the Mystery? Appreciate you. Good to see you, man. Lord Botha says, abra. Oh, abra, cadabra. Me gonna reach out and grab you. I might. Dengar Renegade says, rumor is your breath be stank and you got brown spots in the back of all your pants. What? Who said that? Who said that? I don't be duking my drawers, bro. I have never pooped my pants since kindergarten. Kindergarten was the first and last time that I shit my pants. Never again. Never again. What's up, Hertz Donut? There's no chirp. Hey, what's up, Bruce? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Watching 3 live streams. I know everybody is live right now. You know, sometimes when I see that, it does make me want to just be like, you know what? What's the point? But dude, you just can't care about the numbers. I've talked about this before as a streamer. If you're a streamer, you cannot care about the numbers. You can't get hung up on that. It doesn't matter if there's 10 people watching you or 500 people watching you. What matters is the quality of the streams. Is your chat participating? Are they talking with you? Are they having a good time? Are you entertaining the people that came to watch you? That is all that matters as a streamer, is that you are entertaining the people that are watching you. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I just was like, let's just do it, man. Let's just get out there. Hi, Z Highness. Good to see you. Everyone is streaming over each other. Time to open up another tab on my computer. Hey, shout out. Z Highness tagged me on X and showed me that I was number 3. Was it number 3? I was the number 3. I was in the top 5 most watched streamers 2025. And that touched me. Same with Metal Slave. Metal Slave had the same thing. That touched me deep down. I appreciate that people like me that much and like watching my stuff that much. It means the world to me. I appreciate the hell out of you guys for hanging out. I love hanging out with you guys and talking to you guys. Very sentimental stream today. I'm all up in my feelings, I guess. Who knows? Maybe I'll cry. I probably won't, but who knows? You never know. What's up, Soundwave Superior? Says 199. Hey, shout out, bro. Good to see you. Appreciate you, Soundwave. Sissy says, give me that bucket. Hell yeah. What's up, Mika Beatties? Mika Beatties? Banned. Forever. I'm just kidding. What's up, Diluted Reality? Good to see you, man. Hey, what's up, Mountain Mutt? Mountain Mutt in the chat, too. We got all the regulars, folks, hanging out, chilling. What's up, Jared the Hut? My Friday night is complete. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, what's up, Brimstone? Mike, why aren't you reviewing more movies on Criticless? You want to hear why? This is the honest truth. 1, because you keep disliking all my freaking reviews. And 2, I've actually slowed down a bit because I'm doing at least 1 review a week with, I'm averaging at least 1 review a week with the, hey, thank you for the follow, Hulk Smashing. Is this Hulk Smashing? I'm averaging at least 1 review a week with the Monday Hangover. And what I don't want to have happen is we're watching a lot of movies that I really like already and that I would have already done reviews for. And sometimes when we do a movie, like last week when we did Die Hard, yeah, I had already reviewed Die Hard like a while ago. And so sometimes then those reviews get buried and people don't see those reviews because I did them so long ago. So like part of me kind of slowed down a little bit and I'm like, maybe I'll just like occasionally like review like some obscure movies in between, but like I'm kind of clipping along at a good pace on the Monday Hangover. I have been tempted to just drop a bunch of reviews kind of like Mo Zamboni did, but I kind of don't want to either. And also because you keep disliking my reviews, Brimstone. That's the other reason. That's the other reason. Hey, what's up, Orion Pax? Good to see you, man. Hirsch Donut says, can I get a discount? A discount on what? What do you want a discount on? Hey, what's up? Aurelio says, no, I'm late. Fudge. You're not late. You're right on time. You're right here. Well, I'm hiding from my simp who's in Jeremy's chat. Ladybug has a simp? Do tell. Do tell. Share the hot gossip. Tell us who it is. Tell us who it is. Tubby Tank says more snow. Yeah, we're getting a lot of snow right now. Aurelio says, I love you, Meek. Christ be with you. Hey, I appreciate that very much. Means the world to me. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Let's play. We're going to talk. We're going to do a lot of talking. Shik says, sup, Mr. Meek, top, bottom. Power bottom. Power top. Maybe. Possibly. At least you didn't start 3 streams like Jay did. Did Jay start 3 streams at the same time? That sounds like Jay. That sounds like a Jay move. Speaking of which, I got to hang out with Jay today on Daily, and it was a really good show. Killed it. We were hanging out. Hey, what's up, Isaac? Isaac 55645. Hey, appreciate you, Isaac. Good to see you, man. I hope Mike's calendar is a word a day calendar he just writes notes on. I don't have a calendar because I would forget to take it down and change it. One time I did have a calendar up hanging in like on like on a wall somewhere or whatever, and it was like 3 years later before I remembered that it was up there, and I never changed any of the dates on it. I think I got to like May and I forgot to keep changing it, and I never wrote anything down on it. I'm terrible at that stuff. If I can't remember it up here, I usually am gonna forget about it. And writing it down will just mean it gets lost somewhere. I have to set alarms for myself constantly. I love Meta PC. I'm saving up to afford one. Hey, they make good PCs, and when you get one, be sure to use code EPICMIC for an epic discount. I got you. I'm looking out for you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shik says I'm all Fortnite out. Yeah, that's another reason I don't play Fortnite. Everybody else plays it. It's fun to play with other people occasionally, but as far as a game, like a go-to game, Fortnite is just not it for me anymore. I just can't do it. So what's up? Neil Horn says, hail to our beloved leader, Meek. Hey, shout out. Isaac says, I need to get a good PC too. Meta PC does have good PCs. There was a lot of really good deals on Cyber Monday on Meta PC and across the board. There was I saw a computer that had a 5080 with a Ryzen 7 in it that was like, I think it cracked under 2,000. It was like 1,900 something dollars or whatever. Like a nasty fucking unit, bro, for pretty damn cheap. So, why is your stream name something so gay? Dermy Wormy says. Dermy Wormy, I'm sorry, nigga. You ain't the one to be talking about nothing gay, bro. Gay. You ain't the one to be talking. You ain't the one to be. You ain't the guy. You ain't the one, Dermy. Well, shout out to Dermy Wormy. Appreciate you, bro. I'm so behind on chat. I know. I'm already behind on chat. All right, let me start catching up on stuff. Thank you. I know I'm better than everyone else. Continue to prove it every day. Frank, that's the other thing I appreciate about you is how humble you are. Shout out Frank the Tank. Andrew Kaminska says, never be first or last at something. Never be first or last at something. Yeah. Well, being first is always a good thing. Being last is not necessarily always a good thing, though. Unless you're the last one to die, that could be good. What's up, George Gator? Shout out, man. Good to see you. Hey, Mike, you had Kanye on your Spotify Wrapped. I had Outkast on Apple Music. Hell yeah, dude. Love me some fucking Outkast, bro. I've been listening to a lot of Outkast recently. I don't know why, man. It's just kind of been in my brain. X in Wonderland for 10 says, you don't flush those toilets. You leave those logs in there for me to inspect. I want to see them. I want to see what you've done. That's from a skit from Tim and Eric. Fortin with Will. If you haven't checked it out, go check out Fortin with Will Forte. They're really funny sketches, but it's also very Tim and Eric. If you don't know Tim and Eric's humor, it's just gonna be really confusing to you. So hey, what's up, Cozy Goober? Good to see you, man. Frank says, I don't hate Beardo. I just hate the way he looks, all his takes, and just the fact that he exists. And then Benology with 3. Benology with 3 Y's says, too soon for links. That's wild, bro. That's fucking crazy. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Benology with 3 Y's. And I respect that, Frank. Hey, what's up? Discat Matt says, Hail Epic Mike, chat mods. Chat and mods. I hope you're all having an excellent Friday. Viva la coin. Hey, listen, I got the coin right here. The coin got slightly displaced. It fell off the normal spot that it's in, but it's always right here. I always keep it right in front of me, ready to go at a moment's notice. Jesus Christ bless you all with excellence. Hey, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Oh, Ben's here. Yeah, dude, he's here. Wasp, member for 1 month. Hey, shout out Wasp, said, hail all and Epic Mike, wrapping up my Friday with you. Oh, Wasp, we appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. Horo says, what? Why are we castrating people? How did we get here? Is that what's happening in your basement? We played Outlast. We all saw what happened. We played the Outlast Whistleblower DLC. We saw what happened. We all saw what happened. Is Lady Epic available? To me, she is. Not to you. Not to you. Just to me. She's a pretty one. What's up, Shock and All Bear? Says, thanks for the notifications, YouTube. I almost missed the most important stream going on right now. Oh, man. I appreciate you guys. Red pepper chili flakes or chef's kiss? Yes. Je suis magnifique. You're never going to finish Evil Within. You're at chapter 5 out of 15. We're going to keep it going, bro. That's the thing. We don't stop around here. I finished so many games other than Dragon Age Veilguard, other than Sleeping Dogs, The Evil Within, and maybe a couple other ones that I don't want to talk about. But listen, but we finish games around here, okay? More often than not, we finish games. Mountain Mutt, member for 4 months. Hey, shout out, says, only 4 months? Sheesh. Feels like 400. Could you please play Outlast and get your junk chopped off again? That was entertainment, bro. No, thank you.
What did he say?
No, thank you. I don't even want to play Outlast Trials or Outlast 2. I mean, mac and cheese is Italian. It is now. It is now. Hey, what's up, Andres the Collector? Good to see you, man. Did Bigden forget to wear pants to work again? Probably. Dissociated. The movie's amazing. Yeah. There's a CSI episode that gave a nod to it. Did they really? That's awesome. 12 Angry Men is probably one of the best screenplays ever. All that drama in one single room. Yeah, it's a masterclass in filmmaking. Hertzona says Christmas is a Die Hard movie. I agree. Christmas is a Die Hard movie. Nick Knack back for 5 says, hail to the top G Epic. And hail chat. Hey, shout out, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for the 5. Nick Knack back. Appreciate you. Or Nick Knack befork. But I think it's Nick Knack back. But I could say befork as well. The first infantry battle in Braveheart was a shock. So much blood. Dude, it's so good, though. Braveheart is fantastic. I joined the army that year. Really? Dude. Steven is one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite side characters in any movie, dude. He's so fascinating. I love the idea of this, like, Irish guy showing up, being sent by the Lord to, like, protect William Wallace, dude. So rad. Yeah. It's so good. Debbie Does Dallas. What the fuck, dude? Oh, man. Braveheart is okay as a movie, despite having nothing to do with the real story. Yeah, I know it's not accurate, but the movie itself is great. But I get that it's not historically accurate. Yeah. Real Grego says, I can't talk. I'm committing hate crimes in Battlefield 6. That's okay. As long as you're being productive, I'm just glad that you're here. Jonas J. Campbell for 10 says, as good as it gets. Jonas, I'm going to need you to clarify what you mean by that. Not because I don't believe you, because I love that movie. I remember watching it the first time. I was like, this movie's actually pretty great. But I would love to hear your take on it. You know what? I've been talking about having a show with guests on. I just need to pull the trigger on it. I'm going to have Jonas come on the show Okay, he'll be one of my first guests. Maybe not my first guest, but one of my first guests. And we're gonna talk movies. We're gonna talk our favorite movies. We're gonna talk about why we love movies, why we do what we do. I bet you he would love to do that. I would love to hear him talk about it. Those dulcet tones. Well, Michael, let me tell you why I like these movies. He's like a white Morgan Freeman to me. So, Passion of the Christ, that's a great one, dude. I love the Passion of the Christ. Red Dawn. Viper says Red Dawn, that's a great one. How to Kill a Mockingbird, very good one. Very, very good movie too. Lord of the Rings, First Witness to a Mary Sue plot, that's wild. Can't fucking believe you guys. Honestly, Scrap Iron says, honestly, Cannonball Run. My love of cars stemmed from that movie along with King of the Hill. I respect that, dude. I love that. There's no wrong answer other than The Last Jedi. Risa the Cripple said, the first time I saw The Matrix, it changed me. Bro, same. That's why it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And it is aged beyond fine wine. It is aged in it is aged like a well-invested bank account. Okay? Like, it's just constantly gaining capital, bro. It is worth way more now than it ever was in 1999. That movie was so ahead of its time. It's insane. That is the equivalent. That is them, like the Wachowski bros. They tapped into the zeitgeist. I know that Dark City is very similar. I know there are other similar plots, but it's the amalgamation of everything in that film and the way that it predicted even trends. And it's life imitating art, imitating life, because it predicted a lot of things, but it also influenced a lot of things. So you have to stop to wonder, just like the Oracle says to Neo, would you still have broken it if I hadn't said anything? Will we still have the place that we are in society without this movie? Who knows? The Last Samurai and Cinderella Man are amazing. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I haven't seen that in a long time, but that's also a really good one. Andrew Fraser for 199 says, first movie I ever cried at was, I just dodged it, dang it. I'm so behind on chat. All right, I'm gonna start reading through these and then I'm gonna catch up on super chats, but I gotta start reading through what people are saying. The Natural with Robert Redford, Magnum PI, that's also a really good one. Remains of the Day, not King of the Hill cartoon, the 1981 movie. The Thing, True Vantage RNBF fan, are you a genuine person? I try to be. Sissy says, I have to say Fern Gully. It made me look at nature differently. I respect that. Fern Gully's kind of a banger. Kind of underrated. The Fifth Element. Yes, Fifth Element's fucking great. Lawrence of Arabia. At least you acknowledge me. Jeremy doesn't unless you super chat him. I acknowledge everybody. Where the Red Fern Grows, that's a good one. Andrew Fraser, I'm going to read both of yours, part 1 and part 2 back to back. I'm going to get to those in a second here. How do you see your most watched channels? I don't know, Frank. I didn't get a YouTube rewind, but other people got like one. They could go back and look at their channels and see how they got to where they were. So, SSJ Lalo, member for 2 months, says Meek makes a house a home. Meek makes a house a home. Love makes a house a home. The Last of the Mohicans, 90s remake. That movie was really good. I need to watch it again. Me and Lady Epic watched it together. That was one of the first movies she ever asked me to watch with her, and dude, it was so good. Is he trying to sneak another stream in on me, Miki? Huh, shout out to the Double D team. I appreciate you, bro. Lord Botha for 199 says, guys, do not spam soups to make Meek cry with joy. Please don't do that. No live reviewing at Criticals is kind of addictive. Yes, it can be, for sure. Yeah, it absolutely can be. Die Hard is a great movie, says Jonas J. Campbell. Yes, it is. It's also a great Christmas movie. It can be both. Orion Pax for 5 says, shout out to the Double D squad. Miki, you're my second most watched channel on YouTube. Recap. Also, here's my lurker tax. Well, there's no lurker tax. There's no actual tax on this channel. But I appreciate the 5. Thank you. And you honor me by me being your second most watched channel. Ben Ali says, well, see you later, chat. Don't tell Mike I was here. That's wild, dude. That's crazy. I gotta catch up on chat. I only dislike Beardo's reviews. I respect that energy. I love all the Irish jokes at Mo's expense. It's only because I like Mo that I'd give him the shit that I do. Okay? Ben was here. I screenshotted. I did see him. I did see him in there. Meek is so incredibly behind on chat already. Yep, it doesn't take much, man. Alter Ego Ben strikes again. Oh my goodness. What are we doing? Metal Slave! with 100.
That's a huge bit.
With $100. Says The Last Starfighter. This movie fired up in me everything I love today. Wonder, adventure, space, astronomy, the unknown, ambition. I love it. I really did enjoy The Last Starfighter. It's a weird movie, but it was fun. That was like one of the early movies we watched on the Monday Hangover. I don't even remember what I gave it. Now I got to find out what I gave it. Oh boy, I hope I gave it a good review. If I didn't give it a good review, I'm gonna question why Metal Slave has ever listened to anything that I've ever said about anything. Let me see here. Last Starfighter. I know that was like one of the early ones that we watched on let me see here. The Last Starfighter, I gave it an 80%. I think I would probably, if I went back and rewatched it, I might give it a little bit. My biggest disappointment is that we never got a sequel. That's actually probably the reason I gave it 80s, because we didn't get more of it. I probably would give that a higher review now. I might give that like an 86 or an 87, to be honest. But thank you for the 100. Appreciate you, Metal Slave. Thank you so much. Had to go back and watch Daily. I had to suffer the DMV. I am sorry to hear that, man. What's up, Ace Mannington? Appreciate you. You did a great job on Daily. J. Jonas Campbell. I want to call him J. Jonas Jameson. Jonas, you honor me, my friend. You honor me. All right, let me catch these two. There's a two-parter here that I want to catch real quick, and then I got to catch up on chat. I know I'm behind, guys. Oh, I'm so fucking behind. Andrew Fraser for 199 says first movie ever cried at was Pursuit of Happiness. That's a sad one. Part 2, I was 5. Damn, Will Smith was cool. Yeah. Will Smith was awesome back in the day, and then he just, completely fell off, man. It's crazy. It's crazy shit. David Phillips for 10 says, hey, Mike, you and Jay had me rolling. I spit out my coffee at one point. Keep being you, bro. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. David Phillips for 20 says, sorry for all the typos. I'm a bit chemically altered. That's okay, buddy. I got through it. I don't read phonetically. I read based on intent. And so I try to understand you guys' super chat. So hot dude looking for epic meat.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would.
Hot dude looking for epic Miki says, how's my Miki poo? I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Andrew Frazier for 199 says, Princess and the Frog was the best DEI movie. I mean, I didn't mind it. I didn't love it, but I didn't mind it. But Keith David as the doctor, which I don't remember his name off the top of my head now. I've got friends on the other side. He's got friends on the other side. Yeah, it was pretty rad. Nick Knack back for 10 says The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a winner. That's a good movie. It's a damn good movie. One of the greatest Westerns of all time. And then Frank the Tank member for 16 months. It says, Meek, I found the rewind under the U tab on YouTube, and Epic Pooh Bear came in at #1, just beating out Gary. Congrats, Meek, and play Veilguard. I will actually play Veilguard. I have plans. All right, I have not forgotten about it. Just like I haven't forgotten about playing Schedule 1 with Sissy. You guys know I'm terrible at time management. It's gonna happen. Dude, I was work lurking. Jay reads a chat from Bebop asking to marry me, then sends $100. Jay sold me for some goats and chickens too. Sounds like Jay came out ahead in that deal. Like sounds like he's got some goats and chicken on $100, and all he had to do was pretend to sell you online to somebody, sell your hand in marriage to somebody. Come on now, you don't have to marry the guy. Darth Bane says, I just looked, you're my 3rd view channel. Holy cow, you guys are amazing. Thank you. I'm so fucking behind. Jay gave Ladybug's hand on stream. Listen, Ladybug, you keep this up. Keep letting Jay give your hand in marriage to these people on the internet, Okay, and then ask him for a split of the profit. It's the perfect hustle. Sure, I'll let Jay give my hand away in marriage to all these people, and then you just never follow through with it, you know? So, it's me, I'm back. Says, always look forward to your videos, Mike. Thank you for the hard work you put into them. I wish I could say it was hard work. It's just, it's work to even get them off the ground, but I appreciate it, man. I do try to actually entertain you guys, so. Then continues to do so at Beardo stream. Then Jeremy was cackling. See, Ladybug, I respect that. You just don't have to ask for a cut of the profit, you know? Let the dowry come in and then ask for a cut of the profit and then bounce. Skip town. I respect it. All right, I have to catch up on chat. Aurelio says, sorry, Epic Meek. I get a larger discount for being a veteran than Epic Meek, so sorry, brother. Oh, never, dude. If you could save more money not using my code, I ain't offended. I respect it, bro. You're a veteran. You served our country. You got to do what you got to do. And you deserve all the love and respect and appreciation for your service. So thank you, sir. No worries here. Also, speaking of discounts, I went to Culver's today. My kid had to get some blood work done for the first time ever. And she did a really good job. So I took her to Culver's for a treat. And the lady there, the old lady, she was like, I love your hair. You know what? I love your hair so much, I'm about to give you a discount. And she gave me a 10% discount on my food. Made my day. What's up, Hannibal Grimm? How you doing, buddy? I saw, Frank, you said you were playing through the Devil May Cry series. I need to play those. I really do need to play those games. So PC's about to explode in prices too. Yeah, that's why I was trying to get one as soon as possible. So price is about to skyrocket, which is why I'm trying to get a PC as soon as possible. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why you should start getting there's pre-builds. Pre-builds are a good idea to get. I'll pull up the PC and I'll read the specs pretty soon here. It's a really solid PC. So, I don't want to be the last to die. That would be lonely. I respect that, sissy. Like maybe like the third to last to die. So there's like 2 other people alive. I respect that. I really do. Donna Hall with the, there we go. Andreas says, I can't say movie, but I say anime. You gave me a reason to invest in the story, learn about characters and background, and make my own opinions. Like a TBC moment on the series. There's a lot of great anime out there. I think anime qualifies. I think it's right up there with some of the best art ever made. So there's some amazing ones. Appreciate you, Metal Slave, again. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000,000 times. Scree Wadu says, I don't like comedy. I like depressing dramas. I respect that. I respect that energy. All right, I gotta start scrolling down faster in chat now, okay? Because I'm way behind and I don't want to miss what you guys are saying. I'm super fucking behind. All right. Naruto the 7 says, I don't work for Ben. I respect that. I respect you not putting his links anywhere. Mike, will you be at MegaCon? If you are, will you be doing the Friday night parks thing? I will be at MegaCon. I don't know about the parks thing. Maybe. I'll probably talk to the guys and see if I can work it out. I mean, the thing is, if I'm going to be at MegaCon, I'm going to try to go to as many events and meetups and things that I can. Okay. So yeah, I don't go to MegaCon to like chill. I go there to essentially like network and meet people and say hi to people and put, you know, faces to names. So Charles Devane says, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, hail Meek, the cream of the crop on late night streaming. Yeah, it's kind of late. It's a little late. It's 10 o'clock where I am. Yeah, and also this whole stream is a goddamn conspiracy. Hey, shout out Charles, I appreciate you, bro. Wintered Wonderland Fergusonian says, just stopping by. I got binging to do. Have a good one, all. You know, Turd, you can watch the stream and binge at the same time. I've become dependent on you being here, Turd. Who else am I going to harass in chat constantly other than you? Wasp is such a lovely lass, and she's our Arabian princess. Dude, Wasp is great. Listen, Ladybug, Makara, Donna, Sissy, all you guys. Wasp, appreciate all you guys. I really do. I appreciate all of you guys. You guys are wonderful. Oh, just one second. I am getting a message from Lady Epic, and I gotta check this out real quick. Sorry, guys. Hold on, just one second. Okay, just one second, guys. Okay, stay right here. I have to actually address a little bit of an emergency. I will be right back. All right, I gotta actually go address this real quickly. All right, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a baby diaper emergency, but we're all good now. Everything's good. So, what's up, Matt Fun Cool? Hi, Dreaming Tabitha. Good to see you. Oh, Jonah's saying that The Last Starfighter is a great one. Doesn't give too much weight to it. That's a wild thing to say. I mean, you're not. He's been fighting everybody. So Anna says, let me catch up with this 2-part chat. Then I will catch up on chat. I am so behind on chat. Listen, I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. All right. Dr. Facilier, thank you. I respect that. Thank you for remembering that. All right. I'm super behind. I'm just going to scroll all the way down. I'm just scrolling all the way down. Apparently my most watched song was Attack of the Deadmen from Sabotage. Banger song. I respect that too. Darth Bane says, you were my number 3 overall channel viewed, but number 1 for live streaming. Bro, I'm touched. Thank you. Epic Mike was in my top 5 this year, according to YouTube. Bro, I cannot believe. I feel like I don't stream enough to be in people's top 5, but that, damn, I appreciate that. I bet if we tracked all the time spent saying he's behind on chat at the end of the stream, he could have been 30 minutes more caught up on the chat.
Hi, Miguel. Miguel. Hey. Oh my God.
Thanks. Ask Jeremy for a cut. He got $100 as well. He's a cheap bastard. Selling a good or service without providing it is called fraud. I see how Mike does it. I mean, you know, it's I don't know what to tell you. Never mind. It is fraud actually, but Schick74 for 109 says Epic Mike was the bottom in my top 5. Power bottom. No one's stopping you, just read faster. Okay. Catch up, Mike. Catch up by Giggity. David Phillips says, nice one, Schick. Andres Collector says, she lives. Hi, friend. To Battle Slave. Definitely not a gator. Says, blood work at Culver's. No, I got blood work. Then I took her to, she got blood work done at a clinic and then went to Culver's. Radbat Skullblow says, love Culver's. David Phillips says, the power of the fro. Giggity says, respect the grift. Frank the Tank for 10 says, Meek, I wouldn't dislike Beardo so much if everything out of his mouth wasn't the worst takes imaginable. I can't believe a guy who says Z to A is good says this year was a bad year for games. He's a clown. I respect that take, Frank. I get it. I understand. Barahng says, LOL, nice. Warwizard says he's lying. It was KFC. It's always KFC. Aurelio says, I was an 0811 field artillery cannon crewman in the Marine Corps. Well, thank you for your service. I respect you. Thank you a lot. I appreciate that. Frank, if the tank says yes, you got to play DMC Meek. 5 is a top 5 game of all time for me. All right, I'm going to put them on the list. I'll work through them. I'll work through that series. It could be fun. It looks fun. Deluded Reality says, nice. When I was in Wisconsin, I was about to enter the Culver's drive-thru and let another car go ahead of me. They ended up paying for my order, made my day. That's awesome. That's amazing. Haster says, what's up, Epic Mike? What's up, Haster? David Phillip is talking to Aurelio. Hold on, let me keep going. Dallas Braves fan for 2 says, greatest scene ever was the Ride of the Rohirrim. That is up there. It is one of the top 5 greatest scenes of all time for sure. I know that there's probably some other ones that I could probably pick out and also say I felt the same way about. Sissy says, I just watched my YouTube recap and Geeks and Gamers were number 1 and you were number 2. Oh, means a lot to me. Thank you. Verbal Snack says, I'm so proud of you, Miki. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Naruto the 7 says exactly. Don is drum says, sup, cheeky Miki. Hey, how you doing, Don? Robola says, just on my top 5 channels were you, Beardo. Oh no, it's Alex, D-Day, Cobra, and Geeks and Gamers. Hey, shout out Lord Both. Appreciate you, man. Ladybug says, hi, love. The simp struck again on Jeremy's stream a bit ago. He sang the Candy Girl song. That's wild. You are my candy girl. Are you a fan of the Outkast song B.O.B.? I think so. I immediately thought about, what's it called? BYOB instead of B.O.B. I think so. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'll have to listen to it in a second and find out if I remember that song or not. Screwy Wadu says, I enjoyed Mr. Robot. Rami Malek's character is excitedly depressing in the show. I've heard that show's really good. Andres the Collector says, the Macho Meat. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Bremso says, can harass me. Michael Coulter says, Mike, my favorite movie of all time that I saw was Black Hawk Down. I really have a great love and respect for our troops. I respect the hell out of that, Michael. That's a good one. That's a very good one. And we had Matthew Marsden on our stream, not last week, but the week before last, I believe, when we watched Rambo. He was in Black Hawk Down. He said he had a great time in that movie. Matt Fun Cool says, Mike is not black. His skin is light vanilla. It's a mocha. Okay, if you got a coffee and you put enough creamer in it, you look like me, but the coffee starts out black. Charles Vance says, I appreciate your commitment to my Macho Man retort. Yeah, no problem, bro. That's what we do around here. Real Gogo says, you can harass me anytime. Hey, yo. Blue Reality said, that's what happens when you don't give Turd a sandwich. Well, you know what? He's not getting a sandwich. He never gave me his info. Hunter says, give the man a damn sandwich. Donna Hall says, Meek has a turd addiction. That's true. Frank the Tank says, it's my number... Oh, never mind. Sorry. Vorpal says, where's Turd Sandwich, Miki? He's not getting one because he didn't send me his info on, he didn't send me his DM on X about it. So Gunho Max says, I appreciate you every night with a tissue box. Screwy Waiter says, Mike didn't mention Metal Slave. What's going on here? I did mention Metal Slave. I said thank you to her like multiple times already. Ladybug says he probably left because he hasn't got a sandwich. Oh yeah, and Metal Slave's a girl too sometimes. Sean Lossage says, hail Macho Meek. I have a lot of like women in my chat, to be honest. It's kind of surprising. I didn't expect that many women to watch my streams. I hope everything is okay. Yes, everything's good now. We're all good. We dealt with it. It was not DoorDash. I promise you it was not DoorDash. I would not leave the stream and not tell you it was DoorDash. I will just straight up say, I'm about to go eat DoorDash. I'll be right back. But no, we're all good. He's finally gonna give her that chicken sandwich. He sees his wrongs now. Stump cream arrived. Be right back. Beardo retarded bet. That's wild. Let's see here. UPS just delivered his new prosthetic penis. Oh, that's fucking wild. Johnny Sims says, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Hey, thank you so much. Is Walmart still in business? I haven't been to one in over a decade. Yeah, they are still in business. They got really into like delivery and stuff like that. And that's kind of been like one of their big go-tos is delivering things. So, yeah, no, it's all good. Hey everyone, I assume Mike wasn't going to stream, so I was watching UFO podcasts. Hi, Rough Night. How you doing, sir? Oh, you assumed incorrectly, but that's okay. Act normal when he gets back like nothing happened. Sissy said, when I was a kid on Sundays, when everyone would take their nap, I would watch Star Wars. Sometimes I could get 2 movies in, another time it was just 1. Were you not allowed to watch Star Wars, or was it because everybody was talking all the time and like interrupted it? I respect sneaking in Star Wars in between naps, though. I love that. See, maybe the bidet Beardo cinemas arrived. That's gross. Benology showed up to Mike's house upset and crying. I wouldn't answer the door for that. Keep calm and eat cookies. I've never seen a UFO, but I have seen crimes. I think I've seen a UFO before. I don't know. The humans, a primate Zindi, the arboreal Zindi, and the Andorans were fighting the reptilian Zindi. They can't get the weapon to Earth. Is that from Scientology? I think that's from Scientology. Let's see here. Ben ran out of tampons and is over to ask to borrow one. Mike is pulling a beardo. He's taking a giant poop, but says he has to pee. Now, I pooped before the stream. Why did Andorian autocorrect to Andoran? I don't know. That is kind of weird. I didn't hear his phone ring. Did you? It didn't. She sent me a text message. Fintology needed tampon. That's gross, bro. Okay, let me see here. I'm almost caught up. Stalling. It was Ben. Hope all is well. You're good. Baby did a beardo. Yeah, it pooped. Wash hands. I did wash my hands. Don't worry. Hey, what's up, Ultra Swinery? Good to see you. Irish Whips and Arm Drags. Hey, if you haven't already checked your email, check your email, my friend. Check your email, my friend. I sent the stuff out to you, so it should be to you soon. Hopefully. I got a confirmation that it did ship, and I shipped it to the right address, so we should be good. A baby diaper emergency, so Mike pooped his pants. That's crazy, bro. Attack of the Deadman is amazing. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Havarti cheese is amazing on cheesesteak. This has nothing to do with anything, but now you want a cheesesteak. I do kind of want a cheesesteak now. Damn it. High five if you make it to this chat, Miki. Hey, let's go. Where do I find my top 5? I don't know. Somebody, I think Frank said you could check it out under your tab or something like that. How do you look for Epic Miki for 5? Yeah, I watched the stream with one hand while turning the crank with the other. Multitasking is easy, but even better when I hear Miki go, please. That's crazy. Donna Hall says, I think it's nap time. Night, everyone. Hey, have a good night, Donna. I appreciate you. What's up, Hassan? What you doing? I don't look at computer stalker stats. Oh, you should, though. It's good. Donna, I hope you have a good night. Let's do a poll. Is Mika top or bottom? I won't do a poll for that. Nope. Not a poll for that. Salvatore Di Stefano Says, yo, Mike, hope all is well, brother. Once you read this, you've officially caught up. Well done. Hey, shout out. So you finally found the stream. Finally. Nice. Oh, so you found the stream finally. Nice. Yeah, I'm back now. He should have clarified it was a weak year for AAA games. Yes, he should have. If he had clarified it was a weak year for AAA games, there would have been no argument made at all. That is correct. It has been a weak year for AAA games. AAA studios are on their back foot, almost exclusively on their back foot right now when it comes to gaming. But being a weak year for games, no. It's been a very solid year for gaming. And the biggest thing is the variety of it. It's not like, you know, the shooter genre is just like blowing up and everything else sucking. We've been getting a lot of different games and a lot of different genres that have all been really good and representative, really solid representatives of their genres. Like Battlefield did a good job with shooters. Wow, Arc Raiders did a great job with an extraction, a third-person extraction shooter. Expedition 33 represented Japanese RPGs, JRPGs. It's not a JRPG, it represented them really well. We've been getting really good games. We've had some really good indie games drop this year. Yeah, a great Telltale game in Dispatch. We've been getting good stuff. It's not been a weak year in gaming at all. You don't regret the fast reading? Never. Mike could only read warnings at the end of could read warnings at the end of drug commercials. I could try. Would the baptism of fire count as one scene? I'd count that. Radnet says, I'm afraid you weren't in my top 5, Meek. You might have been if OBS cooperated. That's fair. It's okay. You don't stream enough, but we're still here watching you stall. That's okay. I'm going to stream a lot more going forward. So, okay, here. All right, sorry about that. I know the rapper B.O.B. Jay Andrew says, you were my number 4, Mike, and I started watching you probably 6 months ago. G&G was my number 1. Hey, shout out. I appreciate that. Ravnet said, but Geeks Gamers was my 2nd. My number 1 was Hypnotic. Well, shout out to Hypnotic. He's awesome. Killing it, man. Oh, Bombs Over Baghdad. Yeah. I haven't heard that song in forever, though. Mark Cujo says, what up, Meek? I watched Bad Santa for the first time. It was really funny. It's a very, very funny movie. That chess scene fucking kills me. Or not chess, checker scene kills me every time, dude. The first time I saw that scene, I was fucking choking, dude. I couldn't breathe with how fucking funny that was. Let me see if I can actually find that scene right now. So I can get even more behind on chat. Bad Santa checkers. I just got a Culver's commercial because I don't have premium. What kind of professional are you? You don't have premium? I'm making fun of Jeremy right now. All right, I got this scene up. Is it working? Why is my... Hold on. Why is that not working? Oh, I have a new monitor. That's why. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doodle. Because I have a new monitor, I didn't know that my display wasn't up. There we go.
Is that it?
I gotta pause it for a second because of YouTube. Whatever. Hertz Donut says, I want to be harassed. I mean, you're here right now, aren't you? Mike has a lot of milk in him. Android milk, yes. Exclusively Android milk, but yeah. Irish Whipped Arm Drag says, show feet. I'm not gonna show my feet to you. I'm sorry. Not for free anyways. That's weird that you comment on the number of women in your chat immediately after saying my name. Huh? What? What do you mean? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Huh?
Well, women usually watch gay guys.
Huh? Huh?
Meek stole Kata's Uber Eats again. That's crazy, dude. The ladies love Meeky. Aw, you guys are so nice. All right, we'll finish this scene.
For Christ's sake, make a move and stick with it, would you?
King me.
Son of a bitch! You lousy, cheating little shit! You're fucking with me. You did that on purpose. You sit there and you play like the fucking dead lice are falling off of you, and then suddenly you're like fucking Seabiscuit all over the goddamn place. You're a smart ass, is what you are, kid.
I don't know why that scene kills me so bad, dude. Oh, fuck. That scene kills me every time I watch it. Dude, it's just, I don't know why this grown man fucking throwing a chessboard across the room kills me every time. So, yeah, Bad Santa. Bad Santa's, like, really funny. It's not one I go back to consistently or anything, but, yeah, the first time I watched it was fucking hilarious. All right. We only had the one TV, and with me being the youngest, that was the only time I could pick to watch. Oh, that's even more endearing. Like, she was like, yo, everybody's asleep. I get to watch whatever I want to watch, and I pick Star Wars. I love that. That's amazing. Naps and Nightmare sounds like a killer name for something. Yeah, it does. It really actually does. C. Tom Cooper says, damn it, I typed in the wrong chat. Well, you're here now, and you're trapped here now. Andrew Fraser says top 5 Outcast songs, 13th floor / growing old, Miss Jackson, The Art of Storytelling, part 1, Aquamini, and She Lives in My Lap. I respect that list. I really do. It's from Star Trek Enterprise season 3 finale. I haven't seen Star Trek Enterprise in forever, bro. I don't remember. It's the one I've seen the least of, and I don't even know if I've seen the whole show. I cannot stand the theme song, and it made it almost impossible for me to get through that show. Meek is back. Taco Bell must have arrived. No, I had to help Lady Epic with our kids, so she just, yeah. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, my youngest just had surgery, and so she's recovering well, but occasionally needs help, and Lady Epic needed my help with a little bit, so. I too erased Amazon from my phone. I looked for a mannequin head to put a helmet with NVG on it to be cool. That the Amazon started advertising BDSM gear. I blame Ben and Meek. You blame me and Ben for Amazon suggesting you BDSM gear? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't understand.
Huh? Huh?
I don't understand. It's under your U tab on YouTube. Okay, let me see. Who is my under your U tab on YouTube? I wonder who my most watched stream is. Under your U tab. Bro, I don't know where to fucking find. Oh, there we go. Nope. It's not there yet. No, not that. Hold on. Oh, show more. Okay, hold on. Wait. Did I find it? It's not. I don't know. I don't think I found it. I got. Watch later, liked videos, podcasts. Is it maybe not on YouTube? Maybe it's. Is it on my phone? What if I pull it up on my phone? Hold on. Your U tab. Hold on. Am I fucking retarded? Am I dumb? Wait, I can figure this out. Hold on. I give up. I don't know where to find it anymore. I give up. Chick74 for 109 says, poll please. Aowen first marry Sue, yay or nay? She's not. And I'm not going to put that in chat because I don't want to see the answer. What are you drinking? This is just water. It's called Liquid Death. It's water, mountain water. Liquid Death, mountain water. It just tastes really good. And by tastes really good, it doesn't taste like anything, which is why it tastes good, because it doesn't have like a bunch of chemicals and shit in it. I thought it was alcohol when it first came out, so I avoided it. And then somebody's like, no, it's just really good water, bro. Darth Bane says, I saw a UFO in the early 90s in Florida in the 2010s. I watched a UFO documentary where people in Arizona reported seeing the exact same UFO I saw. It was a very distinct triangular shape. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe a spooky story channel or podcast. I'd watch it. Ooh, that would be rad. I met a dude named Muin yesterday. He has bright yellow Prius. Nice fella. Interesting. What about 5 hearts under one roof? I don't. I don't know what to say, because like I don't really have an excuse to not play the game. I don't really have an excuse to not play it. Maybe I will. David Phillips for 10 says, if you have a turd obsession, I'm sure you'd love some of Beardo's poop cookies. I typed real slow this time. That's wild. No. I like Turd being here because I can harass him, but then everybody else is saying I can harass them. So what good is Turd Ferguson then? Would you say 2025 is the best year for gaming of the decade so far? Of the decade? The 2020s? I don't know, actually. I don't know, because okay, so in 2020 we got the Final Fantasy remake, we got Cyberpunk 2077, which I know was a nightmare at launch. I get it, but it's gotten a lot better then. We got Ghost of Tsushima, we got Hades, we got Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Yakuza Like a Dragon, so that was a pretty good year. I would argue 2020 is a really damn good year. 2022, we got Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, which I am probably never going to play that. Man, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. I don't know. 2020 kind of cooked. 2021 had It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank, Vampire Survivors, which is a criminally underrated game. But yeah, 2022 had Kirby the Forgotten Land. I won't count The Last of Us Part 1 remake. That doesn't count. I don't know, man. 2024 had Shadow of the Erd Tree. It had Dragon's Dogma 2. Tunic. I don't know what this Tunic is. I would argue that the best, it is a tie between 2020 and 2025 as to what the best year is. I'd have to really look at 2020 had some bangers, man. And then some not bangers that were like decent. Yeah, Hades, Ghost of Tsushima, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy Remake, Half-Life Alyx, Cyberpunk 2077, it's Spiritfarer, Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is actually kind of a banger game. There's some really good games in here. Amnesia Rebirth. Phasmophobia dropped that year. Okay, let me look at 2021. What do we get in 2021? It Takes Two is a good one. Guardians of the Galaxy was okay. It's fine. 2021 definitely was not a banger year for games. We got like Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which I don't think should count towards like it being a good year in gaming. So yeah, I wouldn't say that 2021 was a very good year for gaming. It didn't feel like it. No, I'm looking through here. Not really a lot in 2021 that was like a super big banger game. 2022, we got Elden Ring, we got Stray. I know a lot of people like Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We got a Plague Tale Requiem, Gran Turismo 7. We got Pokemon Legends Arceus, Cult of the Lamb, Return to Monkey Island. There's not a, I wouldn't say these are like, you know, we got Sifu. I wouldn't say that these games were like earth-shattering, but they're decent games. Midnight Suns. We got Warhammer Dark Tide, which was fine in the beginning. I mean, I played a lot of it in the very beginning. Ghostwire Tokyo. Like, not a bad year, but I wouldn't say it's as strong as 2021. 2023, we got Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Spider-Man 2, which I didn't play that. So Street Fighter 6, we got Diablo 4, we got The Lies of P, we got Final Fantasy 15 or 16, I mean, Final Fantasy 16. We got Starfield, a lot of stinkers here, but we got Dredge, we got Sea of Stars, we got Phantom Liberty, we got Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, 2023 was actually a lot better than I thought it was. Blasphemous 2. We got Remnant 2. I don't know. 2023 had some bangers. It kind of was a little bit slept on. I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm not going through every single game. I'm just kind of going through the top games of that year. 2023 had some bangers, some surprising ones. 2024 had Balatro, Astrobot, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Metaphor Refantasio. It had Helldivers 2. We had Space Marine 2. Black Myth Wukong. And then this year, Clair Obscur, Silk Song, Split Fiction, Blueprints, Bonanza, Mario Kart World, Final Fantasy Tactics Remake, Elden Ring Night Rain. Elden Ring's been dominating, bro, since it came out. We got Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, The Art of Vengeance, Arc Raiders. We got Metal Gear Solid Remake, Metal Gear Solid 4 Remake, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remake. We got Atomfall, which is also a criminally underrated game. We've had some banger years. I still think it's tied. I still think it's tied between 2020 and 2025, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I know a lot of people didn't like certain games, but that's kind of what I think. They keep having these lights in Phoenix. Are those UFOs? They might be. They also could be drones. I don't know. Mike, you're gonna write a book and name it The Life of a Diabetic Without Legs, but I have legs. Is Bad Santa 2 good? I haven't seen it. Jeremy wants to grow his afro and copy you, Mike. I'm a trendsetter. The second everybody else grows all their hair out and decides to like start growing their hair all long and shit, being like, I grew my hair out too. You know what I'm gonna do? Buzz that shit bald, bro. Go full Lex fucking Luthor with it. Eyebrows, beard, everything. Just shaved, just smooth. Like a porpoise. Like a porpoise out of the water. Like a porpoise out of the ocean. Just and smooth as fuck. That's what's gonna happen. Or prove him wrong. Mike, a simple peasant like myself has a premium and you don't. Maybe I should be king. Or I don't need premium to increase my status in life. Maybe I power through the commercials, you know? That stare, yeah, dude, that shit is hilarious. And yeah, when he asks to play again, yeah, that shit is really funny. He got Ryan vibes. That kid looks like a future serial killer. He might be. I hate to lose that kid as well, yeah. Should Michigan fire their head coach? Probably, yeah. Yeah, they need new leadership in Michigan. Big Beardo energy in that. Oh shit, that's funny. Trapped in chat text. Well, what does that mean? That's wild. The song for Enterprise is great. No, it's not. It's terrible. It's been a long road. Me calling out the ladies? No, I like the ladies in chat. Epic Mike, how old is Ben? Ben is 28. I think Ben is 28. And I'm Metal Slave second in command. I respect that. What's up, Corner Pub? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. It's your YouTube rap. Bro, I don't know where to fucking find this. History, playlist, watch later, your videos, downloads, podcast clips. There ain't no YouTube rap, nothing. There ain't no YouTube rap, nothing. I don't see shit about no YouTube rap. I'm looking. YouTube rap? No, I don't. I saw the YouTube rerun in my U tab earlier today, but I didn't click it. Now it's no longer there. Oh, you don't want to put it in the chat because he's afraid of the truth. Just go on your phone and go to your library. Yes, you are on the side of the homepage. It literally says in order: home, shorts, subs, then you. Yeah, I clicked on the U. It's not there. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'll find it the old-fashioned way. I Google it and see where it takes me. This is I don't know. I gotta find it. That's the thing. I can't. It's just not there. I looked. I looked. I thought I looked. Hold on. Not everyone will have a YouTube recap. Not everyone will have a YouTube recap. Do I not have a YouTube recap? Did I not watch enough people on YouTube? I don't have a YouTube recap. But no, I don't see it. Yeah, there's none of that. Yeah, I click on you. Me, that's me. There's no YouTube recap anywhere. Home. I don't. Yeah, there's no YouTube recap. I watch YouTube videos. I do. What? I watch video. I watch people. Oh no. Oh no. I can't find it anywhere. It's not there. It's not there. I've enjoyed Death Water before. Well, that's good. Was there an issue last year with Liquid Death had high lead amounts? I swear to God, if there was, No, there was no lead in there. No, there was no lead in Liquid Death. I don't think. Maybe it's bad for me. I don't know. I can't find my YouTube Wrapped. Best bottle is Fiji water. That is true. Fiji water is the best. Yep, it's definitely up there. So, sparkling water is real good. I don't drink sparkling water. I don't like the bubblies. Andrew Fraser says, "Peace out, Mike. I'm working. I need some music." Hey, no worries, man. Appreciate you. M Campia U fan says, "Meek is married. He can barely deal with one wife under one roof." That's crazy. Mike's using his kid's surgery as an excuse for not wearing the shark onesie is wild. Why would I put the shark onesie on? Wow, is that all Turd means to you? Maybe. Why do you hate Turd so much? What did he do to you? I don't hate Turd. He's one of my best mods. He's like actually one of the best mods I've ever had. Liquid Death is not true mountain water. I can tell you with a very good knowledge of mountain water. Angie Blanken says that Liquid Death is not true mountain water. All right, I'll stop drinking Liquid Death now. I won't drink it anymore. I'll only ever drink Fiji water. You being a black homosexual is a good excuse why you wouldn't play a game about dating 5 lovely Asian women. That's wild, dude. C. Tom Cooper says, "I pulled the trigger and bought myself a Steam Deck." Hell yeah. I was holding out on whether or not to get Prime 4 for Switch 1, and yeah, dude, you made a better decision. Also, you can always emulate it. You can always emulate it. Okay, so this year is way better than 2020. You think so? I think they're both pretty good. Turd is one of my best mods. He really is. He's great. He's excellent. So is Naruto. So is Rough Knight. So is Mrs. Rough Knight. I love all my mods. Mods, just know we love you, even though Meek doesn't. It's wild. Cyberpunk always worked perfect for me. Sucks to have a shitty computer. I mean, I never had any trouble with it. I started playing it on like the second patch and I never had a problem with it, dude. Ragnarok is trash. I haven't touched it, so I don't know. I liked God of War 2018 a lot. I really did. The father son aspect and stuff just wrecked me. But everything I saw of Ragnarok did not appeal to me at all. I was not interested. So I gifted 500 Hertz Under One Roof to Mazza, and he refused my gift and wouldn't play it. You just stream it just to rub his nose in it later. All right, I'll check it out, Lord Botha. I mean, if you want to gift it to me, I'll play it. I've never met a mod I didn't like. God of War Ragnarok is a movie with occasional button pressing. Is it? That's kind of what it looked like. Vampire Survivors looks cheap. No, but not really. Vampire Survivors is actually like, it's simple, but there's a lot of stuff to it, and there's a lot of steps. Like, there's a ton of secret stuff in the game. Like, when you first play it, it starts out a very basic menu, but as you kill vampires and keep moving through, you start unlocking more things, start unlocking new characters, new weapons, you start unlocking challenges and secrets and secret codes and level up screens and all kinds of stuff. And some of the unlocks are insane to get. There are some wild ones, like unlocking the yellow sign and all this kind of stuff. No, Vampire Survivors is awesome. I watched that video and this is my second most viewed channel. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Winter Wonderland Ferguson says, "What happened? Why am I being hated on? Because you weren't here." 2020 is not even close if your top 2 are that trash. Fantasy 7 Remake and Cyberpunk. Well, listen. We all make mistakes. No, Turd, we heart you. Meek was hating on you. I've never hated on Turd. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, rest in peace, Sid. Look what they did to my boy. I won't play it, so. I have a brief moment to pop back in, and this is what I'm left. If you just DM'd me on X, I could have given you a chicken sandwich. I would have given you a sandwich. Elden Ring beats 2020 by itself. I mean, that's fair. Elden Ring was a banger, dude. Mike's talking about games. Half-Life 3 confirmed. I need Half-Life 3 in my life. 2024 is a worse year for sure. On that, we can absolutely agree. 2024 is not a good year for games. And then Turd leaves again. He fucking left again. Night Rain just added the goat Artorias to the game. Did it really? I own Night Rain and I have not played it at all yet. I need to, I know, but I have not touched Night Rain yet, and I feel awful about it. So Schedule 1 was good. Yeah, I like Schedule 1. I didn't get that far in Atomfall. Once you start getting deeper into the game, there's a lot more going on there than I thought it was. It seemed like a really basic, kind of chintzy, cheap British version of like Fallout. But once you really get into it, like there's some actual real challenge there. And I started enjoying a lot more of it. And the sound of it is 2025 and it's not even close. It's pretty damn good. I will just give it that. And 2025 is one of my favorite years that we've had in this decade. Stone Cold's beer cooler, give me a hell yeah. Says, I'm a bit drunk right now. What? Shocker. What? 1 beer. What? 2 beers. What? 3 beers. What? 4 beers. What? I respected Stone Cold's beer cooler. On Screwbait says, you're supposed to announce Ninja Gaiden like how that guy in The Wizard did. Yeah. Like Alan? Oh no, like Alan. Perhaps a shark? No, like a porpoise. He emerged from the water, glabrous and smooth. Don't go bald. It's a privilege to not go bald. I'll go bald. I'll prove you all wrong. You've been talking with Alan, the technical troll? Maybe a little bit. I'm with you, Mike. I just power through the ads. Yes. Like a porpoise through the water, you must power through. In 1982, had Miss Pac-Man, Pitfall, Burger Time, Tron, and Qbert. That's a banger lineup. I thought he was way older. Ben in life is like 62 years old. But I think he's like 27 in real life. Damn, he's born in 1997, makes me feel so. I think he's 27. A lot of shitty takes for someone that's 28 years old. Yeah. Yeah. He's worse than Gary tonight. Me? What did I do? Did Mike ever use a computer? From stream sniping, Ben and Beardo, they are both in Mike's top 5. That's actually probably true. You have to hit the 3 lines in the left corner. I did, guys. You don't understand. I did. I hit the 3 lines. It doesn't. There's nothing. There's nothing. Like, there's nothing. I don't. It's nothing. There's no recaps. There's no wrapped. History, playlist, watch later, like videos, your videos, downloads, podcasts, clips. Explore, shopping, music, movies, and TV. Live gaming, news, sports, learning, courses, fashion and beauty, podcasts, playables, music, or more from YouTube. YouTube Premium, YouTube Studios, YouTube TV, YouTube Music, YouTube's Kids. There's nothing. That's it. Like I just read to you what's here. There's even my subscription tab. Comics Division, Jeremy Wormy, Drunk 3PO, Hypnotic, John Graham, Lindsay the Cynical Geek, Moe's Game Room, Moonskull, Sevi, Smash JT. Oh, I'm still subscribed to Razor Fist? Pfft, that's a surprise. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't have a Wrapped. There's no YouTube Wrapped. They didn't give me one. They don't want to know what they don't care. See, what you need to do is reboot your laptop and hammer F1 until you get to the BIOS, then pull the plug on your system. I actually know how to get to my BIOS, and I've actually adjusted my BIOS. But this laptop's just tired, and I need to reapply, I need to clean it, reapply thermal paste. I got to do a lot of work on it, okay? War Wizard, number for 5 months, says, Philip Chan abandoned us yet again, so you have to entertain us into the early hours of the morning now. Talk about your love of Fudas and Blair White. No. My recap is interesting, but some stuff it showed was way off. Let me see if I can... Okay, let me pull it up here. Okay. YouTube. There's Phil posting boobs in my timeline. Okay. YouTube. Even here, there's no recap option. Switch account, Google account, turn on incognito, share channel, history, your videos, movies, podcast, clips, badges. There's no recap of any kind. None. Zero. Mike's having a breakdown. A little bit. YouTube recap is not available for black people, but I'm Mocha. I'm Mocha.
Nobody gives a shit. Emotional damage.
Mike isn't important enough for a recap. Meek doesn't use YouTube. I do. I watch people on YouTube. I watch Jay in the morning. Like, if I was to guess who my most watched channels are, it's probably be Jay. It would be Drunk 3PO, X-Ray Girl, I'm trying to think. Between all of those, I mean, I watch Josiah's streams all the time, but he wasn't streaming early in the year. That's the thing. It would be a tie because there's a lot of other people I watch too. Hypnotic, maybe. I watch Gary's stuff. I watch Nooner. I watch Film Threat all the time. Like, I don't know. Like, that's maybe Film Threat would be up there. I don't know, man. True Bear will make one for Mike now. Please don't do that. Apparently not everyone will receive a YouTube recap. Yeah, apparently I suck. Mike, how could you? I don't know, man. I'm just... Mickey just outed himself. Mike didn't pay the recap tax. If your auto delete feature on, if so, your content you watch won't count towards the recount. Do I have, hold on. Do I have, let me see here. If you have auto delete feature on, it won't count. Do I have that on? Let me see here. Do I have that on? Do I have that on? I think I might have that on, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense now. I think I have that on. I think I have the thing on that doesn't keep track of my history. Yeah, I watch Ripa streams all the time. I do have that on. I have watch history off. It hasn't been tracked. I've had my watch history off since January 22nd of 2022. I watched a Talk Nerdy stream.
Diabetes. Diabetes. Diabetes.
When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
I thought well water was the best. Well water can be filthy too. Where's my water bottle? I don't have it here. I had like some glass bottle of water, some like what is it? Some I don't remember what the fucking name of that water was, but it was like in a glass blue bottle. I've just been drinking out of that, and it looks all fancy and shit. People come over, I'm like, hey, what's up, everybody? I got my blue glass of water. Steam Deck is the best console ever, in my opinion. I think it's pretty good. Clean water in Michigan is a pipe dream. Not where I live. Not where I live. Death of Marco for 5 golden British pounds. Oh, hi, Mike. Is it true you are moonlighting as Tallyman, a very minor Batman villain? Let me look up Tallyman and find out. Am I moonlighting as Tallyman? Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me one go home. See 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me one go home. Oh no. Tallyman is a hitman slash mercenary in Gotham City who themes himself around old-fashioned tax collectors and who is obsessed with murdering those who owe debts to others.
Oh, no, 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 no.
The few glimpses provided in the Tallyman's tragic past. You know what? I'll just pull this up. Let's just look at it together. Oh no, bro. The few glimpses provided into the Tallyman's past reveal a tragic childhood. Starving and living in rags, the boy who was to become the Tallyman lived with his mother and sister in constant fear of the criminals who threatened their family for the money his father had borrowed from them years before. After his father died, those same criminals extorted his weekly fee from the deceased man's wife. The boy begged his mother not to pay, but she tearfully replied, "Everyone has to pay the Tallyman." One night when the collector came, his mother could not afford to pay and the criminal beat her. Filled with rage, the boy attacked and brutally killed the money collector with a fireplace poker. The 12-year-old boy was arrested for murder and abused horribly by the others in the boy's prison, who called him a mama's boy. After his release, the boy returned home. When he discovered his sister had died of starvation, his mother committed suicide, his mind snapped. Years later, a figure dressed in the strange dark robes of an old-fashioned tax collector emerges in Gotham City, calling himself the Tallyman. Hired by the underworld to collect on debts owed, his fee is not money, but human lives. When Tallyman attempts to collect the debt owed by Batman, he battles Azrael, who is standing in for Batman while he recovers from a broken back, mistaking him for the original. Azrael brutally beats and scars Tallyman, leaving him with an even greater hatred for the Dark Knight. Tallyman returns to claim his debt again, only to be defeated by Nightwing, who has taken Azrael's place as Batman, believing the former boy wonder to be the man who had bested him previously. I can see why you might think I'd be moonlighting as that character, but I assure you it's not. It's an auto shooter? Yes. Vampire Survivors is an auto shooter, but it's really good. If you play it, it's a lot of fun. How's Ben doing? Who fucking knows? All right, I gotta scroll back down. Best game of 2025 is clearly Uno. Yeah, that's fair. Arkham games are overrated. I don't think so. I think Arkham City is one of the best games ever made. But I don't think Arkham Knight is. I think Arkham Knight is a massive step down from Arkham City. I think it's actually a step down from Arkham Asylum too. I do not. Arkham Knight is the weakest of the bunch, and there's some really, really good stuff in Arkham Knight. but there's some real bad bloat in Arkham Knight as well. The Riddler trophies, the Batman like tank sequences and stuff, way too much. Way too much. So, yeah. Thought Ben was in his late 30s. He might be. I don't know. Ben has hard candies next to his bed. Ben has a lot of other hard things next to his bed. Lord Botha says, all I wanted to say is, oh no. Oh no, it's Alex got a Sonichu medallion, and in the next week, gaming and Hollywood both got cooked. Bro, that's not good. That's wild. JW for 5 says, should there be a video game adaptation of a 1992 space movie? Could be. I don't know how they'd sell it, but they could be. It'd be funny if Mike were looking at the link the whole time. Yeah, just staring right fucking at it. No, I didn't. Angie Blanket says, Meek, you were 5th in my most watched. 3 of the top 5 games were games I watched. There were games of yours. 2, Dead Space. 3, Schedule 1. 5, Resident Evil Village. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Is your auto delete on your history? If so, everything you watch won't count. That makes so much sense. Thank you, Dominique Canum. I appreciate you for letting me know how fucking retarded I am. Mike knows we're ready for that shit if anyone tries to send a Sonichu. Yeah, I'll put that shit right in the fucking ground, bro. Like, that ain't gonna happen. Caligulon says mine doesn't show a recap either. See, they're hating us, bro. Peacock is running The Burbs. Artie Hernandez. Yeah, The Burbs, if you guys didn't know that, is getting a remake with Keke Palmer, and it looks like dog shit. The Burbs was a movie that starred Tom Hanks back in the day. He believed his neighbor was like a serial killer or something like that. And they're re-fucking making it now, and it looks terrible. And I think it's going to be a fucking show. It's not even going to be a fucking movie. Like, the fact is, most of these these remakes of IPs and stuff like that are just so that they can fucking farm content, and it's trash. It's the stupidest shit ever. I'm like, stop. Not everything needs to be a fucking TV show. I get that you're just so desperate. You have so little creativity and so little to offer the world that you just will stretch out like a decent movie to a crappy rebooted TV show that has almost nothing to do with the original, just because you're trying to get people to come back every week. But here's the thing. If you just make fucking quality content, people will watch your shit. Mr. Chain Blue Lightning says the title of the stream sounds like this is a black power stream for gay brothers. Why the hell do you have Dermy Wormy subbed? I sub to a lot of people in our community. Razorfist has stopped being insufferable, to be fair. Has he really? He sure hasn't on my timeline, and I don't even follow him on Twitter right now. Max tells us to delete Windows. I'm not deleting Windows. If you press the U button, there should be a button under the switch account button. Hey, Mike just got here. Did you watch your YouTube recap yet? No, I didn't. I don't have one. There's no recap. I do too. You have to press a certain key during startup. I think it's F12. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. I can't wait for him to find it and go, oh, here it is. It's not here. Cobra Raid to Afrocast, that will never happen. That would be nice, but it's never going to happen. Finally caught someone from Geeks and Gamers Live. Love what y'all do. Hey, thank you, Jeffrey Silva. I appreciate that. What's up, Dracon? Good to see you, man. YouTube keeping a brother down. Once again, I bet Kata got a rap. He probably did, bro. Click the home button on your channel from the top left. I did. It's not there. It's not there. It's gone. What's up, the Effete? Dracon for 10 says you should watch me and Cole Hauser tomorrow. Are you guys streaming? All right, Dracon. Hold on. Draken. Hold on. There's a bottom to the top of the moment. Catch a nigga, come and creep out behind you. All right. Oh yeah, Power Ranger pop culture. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm not gonna be up at 8 a.m. But I just subscribed to Cole Hauser. So if I do catch it, I'll watch it. But I might have to just watch the recap because I'll probably be sleeping. But shout out to Cole Hauser. He's a cool dude, man. Shout out to Drake Hunt. There you go. If you guys are up at 8 a.m. tomorrow, go to Cole Hauser's channel. Go check him out. Mods, if you could drop links to Cole Hauser's channel, please. And you guys could go check him out and watch his stream. Meek should watch a YouTube video on how to find his rewind. I was going to. X-Ray Girl makes videos. I mean, she does live streams. Do you watch Madam Savvy's channel regularly? I do watch Madam Savvy as well. I lurk a lot though, and I also have multiple I have a lurking account, which is my old original YouTube account that I like watch stuff on because it has all my old like saved videos and stuff. So I watch from either of those, but it just depends. Vol95 Gaming for 109 says Mike watches my low quality videos. Thanks. I try to watch people that I can. Damn it, Meek. I know I'm dumb. Should this be this difficult? Probably not. Probably not. Recipes recap. Such an idiot. You have nothing to track. Makara's laughing at me. Don't laugh at me. Problem solved. 3 years gone. F. Meek Boo Boo fail. Base. Nothing to track is the ultimate. Tim Waltz level of retard. Self-inflicted. Meeky Boo Boo, congratulations. You played yourself. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. No, wait a minute. My watch history's on. Always going back to find videos. I still don't see my recap. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Caligulon. So Meek was more boomer than he thought. Thrashify says, I have well water. I had well water growing up, and look how I turned out. It's not the water. At least the NSA can't tell that you've been watching, huh? Oh, dude. Saratoga spring water? Yeah, I think it's Saratoga. Hey, Makara, thank you. Happy Friday to you as well. I want to watch Beetlejuice now. Beetlejuice sounds pretty rad, actually. The juice is loose. Tallywhacker man. He's just that actually could be a pretty good Batman villain. Tallywhacker man. He's just he's just a chronic masturbator. He's not even a he like has no actual criminal like enterprise or anything. He's just a gross chronic masturbator that somehow always escapes Batman no matter what Batman. He's such a menace to the city that Jim Gordon's like, I need you to bring this guy to justice because none of us can catch this guy, and he's everywhere and he's really causing a problem. And even the world's greatest detective, he's like, I've chased him to the ends of Gotham, into the dark, seedy underbelly of the city, and I can find him nowhere. Tallywhacker, man. Fuck, that's good. I'd watch the shit out of an episode of the Batman where he's just trying to catch a chronic masturbator. Oh shit, dude. Oh man. A Harbinger for 10 says, got my recap, and there's this diabetic purple dinosaur at the #1 top spot. Let's go! Beardo didn't make the cut. Bardo adds the lead to hear the funny colors. Adds the lead to hear the funny colors. While hail the tax stub man. Bardo fat. Hey, shout out Harbinger. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Tallyman sounds kind of bass, yeah. Oh, and now the rinse do, motherfucker. Yeah, it's pretty good, bro. Tallyman's a good catch. So he gets his ass whipped repeatedly. Yeah, but like he's just collecting taxes too. Are they all sharing the same suit? They might be actually a feat. I don't remember how that worked. He just kept failing upwards. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Decrepit? I'm doing good, man, except finding out that my watch history's been turned off this whole time, so I didn't get a YouTube Wrapped this year. Vampires are just gay ever since Twilight. Vampires have always been a little sus. Werewolves are better. Battle the worm wherever it dwells, wherever it breeds. Arkham Knight, don't you mean Bat Tank Simulator? Yes. Origin has the best boss battle. I mean, Origins is pretty damn good. I like Origins a lot. I prefer Arkham Mike. I'd play that game. It's just me running around tired. When is Beardo's Viking movie coming out? As soon as we can get it out, buddy. Right now, it is in late post-production. I think they're doing music. I think they're still doing the scoring for it. Or most of the scoring is done for it right now, but not quite done for it. As soon as I have it, Cobra Prime, I'll let you know, buddy. They didn't bring Titan and Arkham Knight. Yeah. Arkham Knight's actually pretty good. I had a nice time with it this year. Played it for Halloween. I like Arkham Knight. It's a good Batman game, but it's just not as good as Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, in my opinion. Cobra Prime says music. Yeah, music. You have to put music in your movies. You didn't know that? And also sound as well. But are there like seeds of Sonichu medallions? I don't know. They're fucking cursed though. The Burbs remake came with the frame. Original wasn't very good. Cash grabs. A lot of people are saying that they like. Some people saying they like it. Some people saying they don't. There's nothing I like more than a black man in a costume screaming while playing scary games. Pounds on door. That's wild, dude. What's up, Psychotic Mongoose? Shout out, bro. Brandon Fasani says hello and God bless. Hey, thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that, man. I don't have one either. Yeah. Razor blocked me during Goonergate. I didn't even notice he left. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get blocked by Razor during that time. I got soft blocked by another person that started that whole mess. Yeah, because we used to talk occasionally, and one time we got into it, and I apologized for getting into it publicly, and they apologized as well and said we were all good, brother and sister in Christ, and then they soft blocked me. All of a sudden, I wasn't able to send DMs anymore to talk to them. Pretty weird, but whatever, man. Listen, you want to be passive about shit like that? That's fine, because I'm going to call you out in public. I don't give a fuck. You want to talk crazy? And now, fucking ran off of Twitter. Blamed it on bots. Cool. I've been attacked by bots. I've been attacked by Chinese bots. Been attacked by the Batman bots. Said Batman wasn't a good movie. These motherfuckers came out the woodwork, bro. These motherfuckers came out the fucking woodwork. It's wild to me. That's how Twitter works. I can literally, like, I said, hey, guess what? The Batman's not a very good movie. Some people disagree, some people agree. And all of a sudden, all these fucking accounts, this guy's fucking retarded. This guy's a fucking idiot. This guy understands nothing. This guy's a fucking, the worst person in the whole fucking world. And when you go to their accounts, all of their banners have a screenshot from the Batman in it. And almost all of their tweets are about the Batman. Almost exclusively about the Batman. And I'm like, bro, there is no way. There is no fucking way that you guys are exclusively talking about the fucking Batman on your Twitter. Like, it's fucking wild to me, dude. I like, and I call them bots, and they get really upset with me for calling them bots. But I'm like, bro, but then they don't have anything to offer. And as far as like, no, I have other takes or anything, bro. They're just fucking like Batman bots. Let me see if I can find some of these fucking quote tweets, bro. It makes no sense. And they all have the same fucking banners and stuff. Paul Dano is awesome. No, he's not. One guy blocked me, and he quote tweeted me by sharing a photo of absolute Batman breaking white supremacist arm. Motherfucker, I'm black, bro. What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? What kind of, what are you trying to say here? Best Batman film, which speaks on other Batman films? No, it's not. It's the best live action Batman adaptation that exists. Fucking just. What's up, Greedo Gaming? How you doing, buddy? The pound on the door sound alert is the best one. Yeah, that's the one that Frank always sets off, and it fucking scares the shit out of me every time, dude. What's up, Lamppost? How you doing, man? He says, brother. How you doing? I enjoyed Razorfist's Deep Space Nine videos, but he doesn't do it very often. I enjoyed a lot of his videos. Listen, there's not some like massive discredit here. I liked a lot of his rant videos. His Michael Jackson shit was great. You know, his rants about Star Wars were good. He's had some really good rants, and I appreciate how he can turn a phrase. But I also think sometimes when you start attacking people and you want to defend somebody who isn't even in a position to actually as you know, if you're going to attack the chat, you're going to attack fans, you're going to call them all horrible names, say anybody that does X behavior that doesn't line up with what I see is this kind of a person. Not I don't like this behavior, or I think this behavior is deplorable, or whatever, but it's like anybody that does X, Y, or Z, or doesn't agree with me on X, Y, or Z is this person. And then a bunch of you like a bunch of these fucks, not you guys, but a bunch of fucks jumping in to defend this person for saying some stupid shit that doesn't make any sense, and actually is quite counter to the gospel that they proclaim they follow. Got the nerve to get upset about it and then wonder why people don't want to listen to you anymore. I don't know, man. Hey, what's up, Kodiak Rex? How you doing, man? Angie says, you skipped my message about movie that had a profound effect on me. Sergeant York changed my view of veterans and really helped mine and my dad's relationship. I don't think I've ever seen Sergeant York. I'm sorry that I missed that. Like I said, if I ever miss an important chat that you want me to see, just resend it. If it's a super chat and I'll eventually try to see it, because I try to like go back through my feed and look through in case I miss super chats. But if I miss like one of your like messages or something that you want to share me, just let me know and I will go back and find it. Speaking of which, thank you, Harbinger, for the 10. And then Andrew Frazier for 109 says, hey ya, or Miss Jackson? Miss Jackson. Hey ya is good. I really like Hey ya. But man, Miss Jackson, bro, the lyrical content, the way that music video plays out, bro, it's legit. But yeah, Sergeant York, I love that, Angie Blinken. I love that. Oh, okay, let me scroll. What the fuck is an 8 a.m.? I don't know. I mean, you know, Cole Hauser's channel, thank you. Okay, share Cole Hauser's channel in chat, please. You're gonna turn your history back on now? I already forgot to turn it back on. Yeah. Just had a notification for Cole Hauser's stream. Freaking love Power Rangers. Shout out. That's awesome, man. I love that. No Cap Meek. That's crazy. What you reckon to Beetlejuice 2? I haven't seen all of Beetlejuice 2. My kid really liked Beetlejuice 1, watched Beetlejuice 2, liked it, but it's Jenna Ortega's in it. I've heard mixed things about it. I'll have to watch it myself at some point, but I'm not crazy interested. So, I forgot what I was laughing at. I laugh at a lot of stuff. Same. Jeffrey Silva says, bro, thanks for the shout out. Shout out. Did you just dox me though? It only shows me your name with the ats, Jeffrey. So if I doxed you, I apologize. But I can only see your name in the at when they do this one. So I apologize if you feel like you were just doxed. Chat finally broke Mike. Yeah. Batman can't even get close. He looks comment everywhere. He turns on detective vision. It's just fucking white spots all across the fucking sidewalk. Oh no, bro. That's terrible. Oh shit. What's up, Nearsighted Cyclops? Put your wiener away. Your fucking wiener away. Mike, did you update your app? Wait a minute. Did I update? Is my YouTube app updated? Who decided that? Hold on, let me see here. Let me go check it out in the App Store. Let me see if it's updated. Yeah, it's updated. It's up to date. Yeah. It's because I have my history off, bro. I'm just fucking idiot. Every time I hear the word tallywhacker, I instantly see the porkies in my mind. There you go. I respect it, Angie. The parking lots aren't safe with him on the loose, Batman. Please catch this guy. He leaves his DNA at every crime scene, even other people's crime scenes. That's crazy, bro. I can see it now. Tallywhacker man doing what he does. Batman comes up along. Hey, put your wiener away. Yeah. How do we see who we watch the most? It's in your you. If you click on you on the, I don't know. They fucking told me I'd do it. And I did the thing that they told me to do and it wasn't there for me. So petty theft or Kleenex and hand lotion. That's crazy, bro. Hey, what's up, Gay Carpenter? How you doing, man? When's the dispatch stream happening? Okay, so if my streams have been running pretty consistent. Okay, last Saturday I couldn't because I had some stuff come up that I had to deal with. If I can make it happen tomorrow, I will, but I'm not sure yet. It would be in the evening tomorrow. Not like late evening, like early evening, like 5, 6 o'clock or something like that if I did it. So possibly this Saturday. If not, my new computer will be here Friday. I will get that set up. And then we'll celebrate with a dispatch stream on Friday if it's all set up. If not, it'll be next Saturday. Okay? I'll make sure to give you guys ample heads up time about the dispatch stream once I'm ready to go. Underworld vampires, hello. Yeah, but the werewolves are really cool. Underworld was, I did like Underworld. I really did, but I like the werewolves the best. The werewolves are pretty great. So, will your Beardo movie be on DVD? We do want to do physical discs at some point. We'll probably put like all of the shorts on one disc, and it'll be like Epic Verse Season 1 or something like that, you know? That way you guys can like watch it where we started from. Underworld was all about Kate and skin tight black leather. Yes, it was. What new tax is being levied on us now? No tax. There's no taxes. Turd says, I'm in season 3 and the show's losing me, man. The season blows. Turd, season 3 is the worst season for a lot of people, okay? It is it deviates the most from season 1, okay? But I tell you this, you got to stick with it because season 4 is a banger. Season 4 really gets back to the roots of what made Stranger Things work. It is very, very horror based. I think season 4 is the second best season of Stranger Things behind the first one. So yeah, Arkham Knight's got good gliding. That's true. And I love the Batmobile. I just think it was dumb that we had to use him. Yes. Rough Night, that's it right there. It's not that I loved using them. I love that you were able to summon the Batmobile, things like that. I thought it was silly that you could run over people going 70 miles an hour and they wouldn't die or whatever. I was like, okay, well, like we're being a little liberal with that choice. But the fact that you have to use them to do certain sequences and the sequences feel very contrived versus like it would have been cool if you just have moments where you need the Batmobile to like run away from things or to get to from one side of the city to the other quickly or something, but not in the way that they have you use them sometimes kind of sucked for sure. So I agree. Razorfist blocked me for calling him out on something silly. Can't even remember now. Blue-eyed Scorpio, anybody that blocks you really doesn't fucking stand what they're doing, man. I rarely ever block anybody for any reason other than like if you're just an obvious fucking bot, I'll block you if you're just like yelling at me about some shit. Epic Mike doesn't watch my videos. SSJ Lalo. All right, I'll try to watch your videos. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Bots are learning to troll. Yeah, they are. Yep. Although Carrie Elwes as the mayor is great casting. Yes, he was very good in that. Ben is a bot. Yes, that's true. Mike is 1,000% right about the Batman being shit. Yeah, it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. So Let's see here. Arguing on Twitter. I love arguing on Twitter, bro. It's my favorite. Was the guy that blocked you a hot dude? No. No, there's no. I don't like hot dudes. I'm not gay. Christian Bale wasn't a great Batman. Goose Bruce Wayne, not just the voice. The fighting style was trash. I'll fight Bale over this. I'll mess with his stage lighting. I don't hate it, man, because what was it? Someone explained what his fighting style was. And when you watch it, I mean, like the choreography isn't perfect and it does have some flaws, but like, hold on. And, night. What was the name of it? I'm trying to find it. Keysi? 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 A brutal close quarters system emphasizing elbows, knees, and short strikes from multiple attackers, blended with elements of ninjutsu and practical street fighting, focusing on efficiency over flash, which I kind of thought that was kind of cool. There's moments that I think the fighting looks cool in those movies. I mean, it's not great. And I do think that one of the things that I appreciate about, like, I don't know, here's the thing. If we're really getting into like Batman and Batman's fighting style, hey, what's up, DJ Fresh? Appreciate you. Like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna pull up a couple tabs here and we're gonna look at this together. Let me see here. There is let me see if I can find it. I wish I could find. There used to be a breakdown of all the different Batman fighting styles, and when you watch them in like, let me see if I can just find it. I'll bring this up real quick. Hold on. Let me make sure I close this so you guys can't hear me the ads. I'm going to bring up a couple different ones. See if I can find this. One of the things I don't like, and I know people are gonna say, well, he's not, this is early Batman, so, you know, he's still learning how to fight and stuff. So if I can find this, I'm like pulling up a couple different Batman fight scenes, because one that like you don't hear about a lot that's actually pretty rad, Michael Keaton's Batman, actually kind of an ass kicker, bro. Like, Michael Keaton's Batman could actually fuck people up. Penthouse fight scene. That's not a very good one. I feel like that's not very representative of him actually like fighting. I need to find one where he's like actually fighting like other people like efficiently. Because like somebody described it like Batman, Christian Bale's Batman, because it's a grounded, like, gritty reboot, hits about as hard as like the world's hardest like boxer. So he hits like a regular human being, but he just hits like if you got punched by Mike Tyson, like that's his punching power. Whereas like, you know, Christian Bale's Batman is like a lot stronger. It hits a lot harder than that. Then you also get like Keaton like fighting, and Keaton actually like shows like karate and shit, but I think Michael Keaton actually like is kind of underrated when you watch his fight sequences and stuff. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for that. Let me see if I can find it here. We'll pull up the penthouse fight scene. It's close enough. It's not a great fight scene, but and then let me see here. Keaton Batman fighting. I came in here and Miki's already pissed. I'm always pissed, bro. Okay, yeah, here we go. So like, okay. For this is Michael Keaton's Batman. Let's see if I can actually get to the part where he's actually like fist fighting these guys. Like this moment here. I can feel like this is kind of like underrated. I don't know why my frame rate's so bad right now, bro, but whatever. Like, I kind of dig that he's actually using, like, karate and shit. Like, it's cool. Like, it's not gonna, like, win any fucking choreography awards. But, like, it's a cool fighting sequence. Like, I actually, like, appreciate what they did with Keaton's Batman there. Like, it's cool looking. He actually is using kung fu. I love the fucking, like, palm strike. Like, I thought that shit was cool. You know? And I kind of dug it. Like, I dug him fighting the guy and, like, the fucking, like, blocking with the like, with his wrists and, like, the sparks flying off and shit. That stuff's cool, man. That's Batman shit. You know? I think Keaton gets criminally underrated for his fighting style. Then we have, like, The Dark Knight, which Bale's Batman fighting style is very slow. It's very methodical, and it's kind of instead of like this reckless fighting style, even though Bane says it's reckless, he picks his punches. A lot of it is about like slowing everybody else around him down so he can get a punch off on one person. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. You know what? I actually realized why this is fucking up so bad. I think my hardware acceleration is off, and that's why it's causing problems. Oh, doopy dooby doo. Blue Eyes Scorpio for 2 says, I'll give your fro a choreography award. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. I saw 89 Batman in a drive-in. Dude, that's awesome. Oh, look who's back. Although the 4th of July stuff is interesting, I wonder if it's going from winter in the last one to 4th of July in the season 3. They're doing a Die Hard thing. There is a little bit of that in that. Yes. There is a little bit of that in there. Oop, we don't want to do that. We don't want to quit opera because that'll fuck up everything. Okay, let me close that out. All right. So yeah, so then we get like Batman, like Bale's Batman, which I understand why people don't like it. Like, it's all like very timed and it's very slow and it's very methodical. And so it doesn't have like a lot of flash to it. It's more like impact. Like, grab this guy, hold him, punch this dude really hard, punch the guy I'm holding so he's disabled for a second. It's about like stunning them all until he slowly works them down. But if you watch, Joker very quickly analyzes. I actually like this scene more for what the Joker does than for what Batman does, because I really like that Joker figures out that he has a rhythm to his fighting. Like, I actually dig that Joker's like, oh, he has a rhythm to his fighting style, and then he just fucking grabs this guy and like just holds him there until the right time. He's like, don't fucking just go in there and throw a punch at the guy. Wait a second and throw a punch when I throw you in there. The shaky cam does not look good. But that's the other thing too. That is a Nolan problem. Nolan is terrible at choreography. He's really bad at choreography. There is no flair from Bale's Batman at all. You are correct. 100%. There is no flair from Bale's Batman. That is not it. My personal favorite, which everybody probably already knows this, is Batfleck. I fucking love the choreography with him fighting. I like the way he moves. And even though it's built around his is built around that brutality too, the thing that makes it work is how fast it all is. Like, hey, thank you for all the follow. Holy shit. Oh fuck, I forgot I had those sound alerts on, dude. That scared the shit out of me. Like his speed, the way they showcase speed and ferocity was pretty rad. The choreography in this is actually pretty solid. It's really good. And this definitely has an Arkham style vibe to it. Oh yeah, it absolutely is taken from the Arkham games, but it works. Which I thought that was cool. Like, I dig that. That's my personal favorite. I mean, that's some of the best Batman action sequences he got. And we have Pattinson's Batman. And I don't hate it, but I will say, I will show this and I'll share exactly what I don't like about it. Windturd, yes. I wonder if putting Hopper in the floral shirt and mustache is supposed to be Magnum PI. Turd, this is why I love you. This is why I'm in love with you. I'm just kidding. This is why I like you, Turd. Yes, that is actually a ode to Magnum PI, which is why the show feels like it does, because they're doing odes to 80s action cinema in Stranger Things season 3 more than the horror aspect of it, which is why it feels so tonally dissonant to the rest of Stranger Things. But they get back to the horror after that, and it works. So he confronts this guy. He fucks this guy up. And then he starts a fight with these guys in the tunnel. Or, I mean, in this subway. See, like, I don't particularly... Here's the thing. When I watch this, I see a slightly sped up version of Bale's Batman. And actually, the thing that I don't like about this fighting... Specifically, oh, promo code Pillow says, love you, Meek. Wife's birthday was today. Just got home from dinner, heading to bed, but I want to say keep on keeping on. Hey, thank you very much, promo code Pillow, and happy birthday to the lady. Yeah, my shit's choppy right now. I think I turned off hardware acceleration. That's probably why it's looking like that. But the thing I don't like about this fighting style is also it's super, super inefficient. Like, once again, so you watch Bale's Batman, and it's very methodical, very slow, and it's picking your punches, knowing when to throw a punch or throw a chop or throw a kick or throw somebody away from you. Pattinson threw like 18 punches at one guy, which has kind of an Arkham style vibe, except that like it just doesn't feel like he's actually doing anything. It's a lot of like manipulative sound design. And I found that like the first time I watched it, I didn't catch it. And I thought this was really cool. But the second time I watched it, I was like, actually, like this is really kind of inefficient. This is just one regular fucking skinny dude in a subway. This isn't this is not some like majorly big guy. He's just punching this guy. Like, look, like count how many fucking punches for one dude. And this is remember, Batman, who is supposed to be the most dangerous human being in this city. "12 fucking punches on one dude." Daredevil is a more efficient fighter than this guy. Like, and this is supposed to be Batman. And I know what it felt like was, oh, that's really cool because it's Batman. But the thing is, like, it just kind of feels slow and kind of boring. And then they kind of cut away from it, and you don't really even get to see him beat up all the rest of those guys. He kind of is just there. And it's funny because that was my criticism of that, and it felt like a lot of the action sequences and the fights are kind of slow. But here's the thing, too. Okay? When he enters the stadium, when Batman enters the stadium to fight the incel terrorists. This, first of all, for a lot of people that don't know this is a reshoot. And I'll tell you why you can know it's a reshoot, because if you look at the color scheme of everything and the way that it's shot, it is intentionally hiding the fact that it is all green screen behind him, because it's not the original sequence they shot. Okay? So this moment is really cool. A lot of people love this moment in the movie, and it is a cool shot. But also, what they do is they show that he's moving faster, because somebody said we need to inject more action into this movie. That is exactly what happened. I know Rough Night could even attest to the same exact thing. That's exactly what it feels like, because it feels so different than the rest of the movie and the rest of the action sequences that we've seen in this film. It's way faster paced. And this is all green screen. Like, all of this is green screen. I'm sorry that it's so bad quality. Why did it start there? I don't know. This is like all green screen in the background. Like, all of this. And what's funny is, like, and this is the thing, I understand sound and how sound works and things, and they're trying to interject like a vibe to it, but part of the frantic vibe of what's happening in the sequence and why it feels the way that it does and feels like there's a really frantic pacing is because there's gunshots going off everywhere, but the gunshots don't make any sense. Like, listen to how many gunshots there are going off. None of them are hitting Pattinson. They're just going off. Hold on, let me see if I can skip ahead. Like, it's just frantic gunfire, because you're supposed to believe that, like, there's a lot going on in the moment, you know, and stuff. And, you know, I don't know. To me, and yeah, I know a lot of people say, well, this is supposed to be year 2 Batman. And this is just a personal philosophy of mine. To me, year 2 Batman actually should be more brutal and more violent than later Batman, because an older, more mature veteran Batman is about disabling people as quickly as possible and not sticking around and throwing punches, because he's angrier when he's younger, not when he's older. As he gets older, he kind of tempers some of his like anger and his rage with experience, so he's more efficient. Arkham Asylum Batman is veteran Batman. In the way he fights, he can throw down when he needs to, but if he doesn't have to throw down, he doesn't. It's about, I'm going to break your fucking arm, I'm going to break your leg, I'm going to use the gadgets that I have at my disposal. Younger year 2 Batman is getting into extended fights. He's wearing himself down. He's taking too much damage to his body. He's not utilizing his gadgets correctly. And that works really well for that. But this guy doesn't feel like the same Batman that we get. The Batman that we get in the first 15 minutes of the movie is exactly what we should have gotten from the rest of the film. A vulnerable guy who wears a bat suit, who knows kung fu, who knows how to fight, but ultimately is just a really intelligent guy trying to stop crimes from happening. That's a great Detective Batman. But if you're going to have Detective Batman, you can't have it both ways. You can't have the world's greatest detective and also have like cool rock star invincible Batman, because then then you run into the problem of like he's just as invincible as Superman. If your Batman can tank gunfire at point blank fucking range, then he needs to have some other vulnerability. He needs to have some kind of mental vulnerability. He needs to be, you know, struggling with trying to figure things out. And for everybody that says that like The Dark Knight isn't a good Batman film, it is. He actually does. Bale's Batman does detective work. Yes, it's ridiculous detective work, but it's ridiculous, high-tech, crazy, I have billions of dollars at my disposal detective work. Trying to find the Joker. A man with, like, no real, like, identity. That's awesome. he actually does a lot of detective work, and he's actually very vulnerable because you know that he can be hurt. Like he can get hurt by things. He can get injured with knives. He can get hit with stuff. He can fall off a building and injure himself. Like he gets slower the more damage he takes. Whereas with Pattinson's Batman, motherfucker takes a shotgun, 2 barrels at point blank range with a shotgun and gets a concussion. That's it. And he doesn't stop fighting. He's like, oh, and he just injects himself with venom or cum juice or whatever the fuck everybody wants to pretend that shit is. He basically just injects himself with adrenaline, and then he still only beats up one person. The thumbprint on the bullet shrapnel was lazy writing. I kind of dug it. It's because it's stupid, but it's just stupid shit that you have from a guy who has like ridiculously ridiculous access to stupid amounts of tech. I kind of love how stupid it is. He's like, you're gonna pull ballistics off of a shattered bullet, fingerprints. You're like, what? You know, I thought that shit was funny. Real quick, Gay Carpenter for 10 over on Streamlabs says, when Michael Keaton was cast as Batman, everyone I knew said, Mr. Mom, no way. But it worked great. What casting you thought was wrong but blew your mind when you saw it? That's a really fucking great question, Gay Carpenter. Thank you for the 10 over on Streamlabs. The most obvious answer is Heath Ledger. Yeah, the most obvious answer would be Heath Ledger. It's comic stupid. Yes, it's comic stupid. But once again, I'm not actually arguing for the Batman or against the Dark Knight. That's okay. It's stupid, but the reason it kind of is bothersome is because we're supposed to be in like a gritty reality, like a gritty, grounded reality, and that's not what it feels like when he does something like that. You need a little bit more of the fantastical, and you get more of that in the Dark Knight, and then you get a lot more of that in the Dark Knight Rises, which is why those movies don't feel as good as Batman Begins. Because Batman Begins, the reason it works, the reason it feels so good is because you feel like Batman is just one guy against a massive fucking problem, just desperately trying to get ahead of it all. The Dark Knight, it worked. I still think it's one of the best comic book movies ever made, but the Dark Knight, part of it is because the scale gets so massive against Batman and the backdrop of it that the tech that he has to use to even the odds against one guy starts to feel a little like overkill. But the whole point of like that's the whole point of the Dark Knight is kind of about the surveillance state and like the measures that like governments and government entities will take to bring justice to somebody that they don't fully understand. It's a very like interesting kind of take on like sovereign citizenship and like, you know, like the criminal element and what makes a criminal and what doesn't and all that stuff, because a lot of them are breaking laws in order to try to catch the Joker, and the Joker's kind of like, man, you guys are like really doing a lot of shady shit to try to catch me. I don't understand what the big deal is. I just like shot a few people, you know, like it shouldn't be that big of a deal. You shouldn't be like, you know, implementing a citywide surveillance system that makes every single cell phone in the city a radar system so you can find where one man in the city is because he shot a couple people. That's the whole thing with the Joker. It's actually why, and me and Chaz disagreed on this, but it's actually why I think the Joker actually knows what he's doing and absolutely does have a plan in that movie. He's lying to everyone because he does have a plan, because he knows his plan is the best plan, because his plan involves breaking everybody else's plans down. And I kind of dig that. Yes, there's a chaotic element to it because I don't understand what his motivation is, but his whole motivation is just watching other people's systems fall apart. So, yeah. But yeah, Ledger's the Joker was one. I'm trying to think of what a couple other ones were that like people were like, holy shit, they actually did a really good job. You know, Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, I didn't know how that was going to go. And I actually was really impressed. I think he has one of the best Spider-Man. I don't think he was the best Peter Parker, but I think he was one of the best Spider-Man, like live action Spider-Man characters we got. His Spider-Man feels the most like Spider-Man out of everybody. Tobey's is fantastic, and Tobey is perfect for the world that he's in, but Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man feels pretty rad. Like, I love how sarcastic he is. He feels very New York. So hey, no worries, Ladybug, appreciate you. Jack Nicholson is the Joker. Yeah, that's also a surprise because he's one of the best Jokers. He's one of the best Jokers for sure. Yeah. Best Batmobile. If I can't say animated series Batmobile, because that one is my favorite of all the designs, I think Keaton's is the best. Yeah, if I was to pick the best Batmobile, I think Keaton's has the best Batmobile. I like the Tumbler for what it is, but it's not really a Batmobile. It never was. It's a grounded, gritty reboot of what the Batmobile starts out as. Technically, like, the Bat copter, flyer, hover thing that he has is like the evolution of the Batmobile, because he was never going to stay grounded. He always had to like elevate and get something bigger and better. I like Pattinson's Batmobile. It just, the problem I have with it is because it's like a two-man hot rod. I don't think it even has a back seat. And one of the things that I appreciate about Batman is when he actually like takes into account that he might be capturing a criminal. Like, that's also another problem I have with like the Tumbler and stuff. Like just like I don't know. I don't hate the Batmobile and the Batman. I thought that sequence is cool. That sequence is rad when it first fires up and stuff. But then also we find out later it's electric. It's all electric. Like, what? That shit is electric? The giant fucking flaming rocket engine out of the back? That's an electric vehicle? Are you like shitting my butt right now? Didn't Cillian Murphy try out for Batman? Yes, he did. He actually did. If you look, you can find his test screening, and he's wearing the Val Kilmer bat suit. If you want to see something really fascinating, you know what? I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up right now. And I am going to have to call it soon because Lady Epic needs to get to bed. But yeah, Cillian Murphy did try out for Batman, and he wore the bat suit. Let me see if I can find him in the bat suit. Yeah, he wore Val Kilmer's bat suit. This is the best photo of it. It's not super, I don't know. It's kind of dark, and the footage is not very good because it was like old footage. That's probably the best picture we'll have of him right here. But yeah, this is what he looked like. So this is his bat suit. But yeah, that's the Val Kilmer bat suit. Yep. And they were like, yeah, we liked you, but I don't know if you're the best fit for Batman. And so they had him end up becoming Scarecrow, which he did a great job as Scarecrow. Maggie Gyllenhaal ruined Batman. She's pretty awful. She's pretty fucking awful. Nowadays, they let the Joker out of jail with free money for the taxpayers. You're not wrong. They'd be like, he's just victimized. He's just a victim of circumstance. Let him out. He didn't do anything wrong. You got to let him out of there. Yeah, it's kind of a fucking mess, but real quick, let me make sure I'm caught up on super chats. JW for 5 says, The One is my favorite movie to use the multiverse concept. Phil's uncle was awesome, and awesome music. Dude, The One is a good movie. Yeah, I fucking love The One. I know they were talking about doing a sequel at one point, and they never did, but yeah, that concept of the multiverse is pretty fucking rad too. A Double Hawk for 2 says, for the no new tax. Thank you, Double Hawk. SSJ Lalo for 5 says, not till the 7th, and Sir Epic Mike, thank you. Of course, man. Absolutely. Blue Eyed Scorpio for 2, I'll give your fro choreography award. Thank you. Irish Whips and Arm Dragons for 109. Film theorist Joker is the hero. Video. Oh, film theorist Joker's the hero video is rad. Yeah, there's a guy named Movies with Mikey who also did a video about the Joker and breaking that down too, and that's also a really well done video about it. You know, he's not really the hero, but he's the least moral. He in a way is kind of the least morally corrupt person because he doesn't have any principles. He's pretty consistently he's pretty consistent in how he acts and what he does. But Pride of Star-Lord, that's a good one. Pride of Star-Lord was another one. I just added a thumbs up to a bro comment you left 9 hours ago. I saw that actually. I just got the notification for it. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is a top 5 superhero movie for me. I can see that. I mean, it's one of the best ones out there. It has some problems just because of budget constraints for me personally, but I think Spider-Man 2 is the best comic. It is top 3 best comic book movies of all time, and the only 2 it's contending with are Superman, Richard Donner's Superman, and The Dark Knight. Yeah. If I was to like, but like if I was to do top 10, yeah, Spider-Man 2, Superman, The Dark Knight, Watchmen, and then like Spider-Man 1 could be good. There's a couple other ones too, though. I think Infinity War deserves to be up there in the conversation. Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to actually like break that down all over again. So, Andrew Garfield is a Spider-Man for the cinema, and Tobey Maguire is a comic book Spider-Man. That's a good one. That's a good way of looking at it. I didn't like the Nolan Tumble Tank. A lot of people didn't. 89 Batmobile is my favorite Batmobile, other than the animated series Batmobile, which is my favorite. So, what's up, JB Spooky Review? How you doing, man? I'm good. I'm doing good. Jay Carpenter, that was a really great question, man. There's one off the tip of my tongue too that I'm trying to think of that I was like, yo, how's this gonna go? And I was like, I was legitimately surprised here. I'm trying to think here. Okay. This wasn't okay. I'll say it this way. I don't like Ben Affleck as an actor or as a person. I don't know why. Guy just annoys me. I just don't like him. I've never liked him. And I told this story before, but I'll continue to tell it. When they announced that Zack Snyder had chosen Batman, I remember seeing it. I was like, there's an article about it. They're like, he finally chose his Batman. I went to Lady Epic. I said, oh, they chose Batman. We have the new Batman. I said, this is no joke. Before I opened the article at all, I said, as long as it isn't Ben Affleck, I'll probably be happy with whoever they choose. That was a joke because I didn't think in a million years they would choose fucking Ben Affleck. As long as it's not him, I'll be happy. As long as it's not him. And I open up that fucking article and my fucking soul fell out of my body for a moment. Lady Epic looked at me and she went, no way. I said, no way. This has got to be a joke. Is it April 1st? It wasn't April 1st. It's Ben Affleck. And my heart sank. I was so upset. I was so brokenhearted. And you know what? Damned if he wasn't the best live action Batman I think we've ever gotten. One of the best live action Batmans we've ever gotten. I have a deep appreciation for Keaton. I think what he did as Batman is criminally underrated now in the face of other things, but Batman 89 is so fucking good still. But I legitimately can say that I love Ben Affleck's Batman in the in Batman vs Superman and in Justice League. The Zack Snyder's Justice League, not the other one. I liked his Batman a lot, and I never expected that. That's probably actually my biggest one. That was the one I was like, fuck, he's good, and I'm pissed about it. But Keaton is top 3. I think if I was to pick the top 3 Batman characters, but I also consider Bruce Wayne and all of that too. Because to me, if you can strike a good accord between, or like balance between Bruce Wayne and Batman, I think top 3 without any particular order is Keaton, Affleck, and Kilmer. I think Val Kilmer's Batman and his Bruce Wayne are super underrated. I think they kind of captured the psychological trauma that he constantly experiences really, really, really well. So Tumblr did have a passenger seat. That's true. Adam West Batmobile is better than all the movie ones. I don't hate that Batmobile, but yeah. Irish Whips and Arm Drags for 1 and 9. Yep, I just read that one. Appreciate you. Thank you, Irish Whips and Arm Drags. BVS Batmobile is my favorite. I know a lot of people like that one too, but hey, Frank, have a great night, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, man. Fifth Down Sports has just got out of work. Hope you had a good stream. Like, I did, man. It was good. I know the nipple suit isn't good, but Val Kilmer's a really good Batman, dude. He's super underrated, so. Why does her going to bed mean you can't stream, Mike? Sounds like you need to go to bed. Because my office is in our room. So. Cillian is only 5'8". 5'8". That's true. Hey, DJ Fresh, have a good night, man. Appreciate you. Had to stop home at the bar on the way home after a night like tonight. Oh, not a good night, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. JW for 5 says, how much responsibility does the director have for bad acting in a film? A lot. Now, I will say this. It varies based on set. It varies based on movie. But ultimately, most of the blame for any bad performances, anything like out of any level of like quality issues in a film typically should fall on the director. Yes, there are definitely moments where studio interference, there's moments where actors just are impossible to work with. That does happen, but ultimately the director has a lot of control. Arguably, other than the people with the money, the director has the most control of everything going on. And so if you, as a director, are sitting there watching a scene play out and the actor's doing a shit job of acting, and you don't correct that, or you don't find a way around to work around that, that's on you. You know? Sometimes you just take what you can get, you know? But yeah, it ultimately falls down to the director. So yeah. Yes, Pendragon. Yes, it's Kesey. So, not even Iron Man. I wasn't surprised. I've always thought Robert Downey Jr. is a phenomenal actor, and I wasn't surprised that he killed it as Iron Man. I'm happy that he embodied the role as well as he did, but I wasn't surprised because Robert Downey Jr. is always, like, even when he was younger, before he got arrested and stuff, he was one of the best actors in Hollywood, man. So I want to live in a world with no superhero movies. I would never want to live in that world. I wasn't sure if Josh Brolin is Thanos. Yeah, he killed it too, man. That's a good one. I just noticed the butt napkins poster in the back. Best name for a pet. Like a small dog or cat. Yeah. This is the very first piece of decoration that I ever got for my background. Lydia Epic got it for me. I saw it, I laughed at it, and she got it for me as a gift, and I was really happy with it. So, I'm back. What did I miss? We're just talking about Batman. Reaching back, there was a lot of pushback against Tom Cruise's Lestat from Interview with the Vampire, but he killed it. He did. You are correct. He did a really good job. He did a lot. A lot of people didn't like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine at first. That's true too. I remember he's too tall. And he did a great job. A milkman member for 11 months says, what are you talking about, Meek? We all know Jared Leto has the best performance in any Batman movie, maybe any superhero movie ever. That's wild. I don't hate Jared Leto's Joker. I know that's a hot take. It's definitely not the best Joker. He's not. I didn't hate it for what it was, but I also, my head canon was that that was Jason Todd. So. That was God poking you? Yeah. Ben Affleck rubs Meek the wrong way. I purposely didn't say that. I purposely didn't say that. So. He wasn't a good Daredevil. No, he's a shit Daredevil. That's Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox is fucking phenomenal Daredevil. That was also kind of surprising. I was like, the guy from Stardust? Damn, he kind of killed it. So, on April 1st, every goddamn day. Here I sit brokenhearted, tried to poop, but only bat flecked. That's wild, dude. What if Brie Larson actually does a good job with Rosalina? She probably could. Here's the thing. Surprisingly enough, I think Brie Larson's a good actress, or she was a good actress. Brie Larson, actually, when they announced that she was cast as Captain Marvel, I was actually excited. I was like, oh, she's a great actress. She'll kill it. And then whatever they did there, yeah. Whatever the shit happened with that was bad. And yeah, that was not her living up to her skills as an actress. So, SCD, remember for 1 month says, "Hail Miki, I just got here. We're talking underrated hero performances. Ben Affleck as Batman is the best, being both a good Bruce and Batman. I think he did a great job. I think he struck a great balance." Winterd says, "I'll admit the Cronenberg body horror flesh monster is kind of rad as fuck, though." Yes. There's moments of season 3. That's why I think season 2 is actually the weakest season in all of Stranger Things. Season 1 is a perfect season of television. Season 2 is okay. Season 3 is it really diverges, but I had a fun time with it. Season 4 is fucking great. It's a return to form. Still not as good as season 1, but it's damn good. And I like season 5 so far. So Batman 89 owns everyone except Iron Man. I can respect that too. Yeah. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Then Angie Blanken just dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate you. Gifted memberships to Gay Carpenter, Andres Medina, B. Clark, JC Bourgeois, and Yamaika. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. All right. I'm mad that I know most of these actors are moronic liberal libtards. Yeah, I know. And well, Robert Downey Jr. didn't used to be. He said he wasn't. So, Sissy, have a great night. Get some rest. Appreciate you. I got Joyce's motivation. The first 2 was the well-being of her children, and the third is fucking magnets. Yeah. Yeah. Joyce got really into the crazy lady trope in the third one. So Shatner's responsible for Shatner's performance in Star Trek V? Yes, because he directed it. Clint Eastwood films are always good. He's a great director, but a crap director can make a really good actor look bad. That's true. Talking about Iron Man is one of the best comic book movies ever. Oh yes, yeah, that's in contention top 10 for sure. Yeah, Iron Man's fucking awesome. Every time I watch it, I'm like, damn, dude, I forgot how good this was. You ever killed with superhero films? I think the superhero IP is a very deep well that it could have a lot of rich storytelling potential, and just never, it just suffered from too many people just trying to figure out how to make money, instead of realizing that if you make good superhero films, you're just going to make money naturally from the fans. There's a lot of great superhero stuff out there if you look for it, and when it's good, it's good. You know, but when it's bad, it's some of the fucking worst shit, because it's so on the line of being too corny. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys so much. Batman versus Spider-Man. Spider-Man fucking clears. Batman is not even in the same universe as Spider-Man. Spider-Man is faster. His reaction time's faster. His webbing gives him a massive advantage against Batman's gadgets. And also Spider-Man could like just punch Batman's head clean the fuck off. People do not understand how dangerous Spider-Man is. People have no idea how fucking dangerous Spider-Man really is. And people can say, well, Batman was prep time. He could find a way to beat Spider-Man. It's not close. Batman can dodge gunfire at like point blank range as a top level feat. Spider-Man can dodge gunfire because it's Tuesday and he's Spider-Man. Yeah, I just don't think people understand how stupid and dangerous Spider-Man is. And you put him in an enclosed room, you're just in an enclosed room with a guy who could probably pick the building up that you're standing in. So, Stardust is an underrated movie. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah. Post and pre-Marvel, she's okay. Yeah, she's a good actress. She has talent, but she's terrible as Captain Marvel. Fucking awful. Yeah. Billy Zane is a Phantom, also really good. The ending to Cap 1 is so rushed and weird. It ends weird, but I love Captain America, the first Avenger. I love that movie, dude. I have such a good time with it. The Red Skull, Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull is... Just finished watching the cinematic masterpiece that is The Long Kiss Goodnight. Hell yeah, man. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. All right, let me finish up these last couple chats and then we're going to go call it. SCD for 5 says Brie Larson's best role was a coat check girl. Also, Inspector Space Time is better than Doctor Who. I respect that. But not the American reboot of Inspector Space Time, just the original Inspector Space Time, yeah. And yes, she was a great coat check girl in Community. Yep. They're putting Brie in the same proximity to Jack Black and VA roles. Help recover public image after Marvel. Yeah. Yep, I agree. That's a good point. I quite like The Shadow. May God have mercy on me. I love The Shadow. I know a lot of people watching and said, I don't get it, man, but I fucking love that movie so much. I hyped that movie up way too much for everybody else, and everybody's like, it's fine. It's fine. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you. I'm going to finish this up. I thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging out, watching the stream. Thank you so much for spending time with me. It was a good time. It was fun. Thank you for putting up with my nonsense, even though I didn't end up getting a fucking YouTube recap. I bet you I find one tomorrow. I bet you I wake up tomorrow and there's a YouTube recap right there that I could have watched the whole time that I didn't notice. We are going to raid somebody because I want to pay it forward. Let me see who's live right now. We're gonna raid Dermy Wormy. We'll go raid Dermy Wormy. He started about an hour and a half ago. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the super chats, for all the recommitments, for all the gifted memberships. Thank you for the Streamlabs donations, and more importantly than anything else, thank you for your time. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. You guys are awesome. I love talking comic book stuff with you. I love talking movies and nerd shit with you. Jesus Avila just dropped a channel gifted membership. Thank you, Jesus Davila. Guys, you are the best. Have a great night. We'll be streaming tomorrow, just probably not Dispatch. We'll see exactly what I can pull off tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for your time. Shout out to Metal Slave. You're the best, Metal Slave. I appreciate you. I don't know how you escaped from your cage, but I will remedy that as soon as the stream ends. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Take it easy. Have a good night. Later.